I'm gonna hit the chat, the hidden chats on y'all because I don't like to be distracted when I'm talking, and I don't like nobody asking questions when I'm trying to get a point until later. There's an article saying that straight black men are like white people in the black community. Now, when I heard about the title and I heard commentary on social media, there's a lot of straight, um, hyper masculine African American African brothers. As I woke up, y'all, I'm catching the cold a bit. Let me go clean my nose. Do I have tissues in here? But yeah, I don't mean to be. I just woke up. I didn't realize when. Hold on, just a moment, y'all. Oh Lord. The truth of the matter is, I do partially agree with this. Okay. Yes, I do personally agree with that. Let me say this. Let me clarify the way how I would describe it, because none of us are pure black in this country, and I don't celebrate the one drop rule. It's no longer a law. 50 years ago, that rule has been denied, as is the Virginia case. And even on my new state ID, and I check other, and I do have African and American and French, Spanish, Creole, which the Spanish part of me of my Creole roots because of the y'all. That's the Spanish, that's, saw on Answer.com. On my mom's side, that's Hispanic, okay? Irish, well, of course, that's European, comes from Europe, okay? I have no relation to Latin America. I mean, like from Mexico, Puerto Rico, those type of things. But there we do share Spaniard mixture, okay? And they spread Native American and African. Even some don't want to admit the African part. But anyway, the point is, and also Irish, English, and Native American. That's why I don't how they have no hairy body, okay? Choctaws. That's my first mixture. They told me when I was my dad's side of the family. And I found out there was English and French. And then I knew about the Creole later on. My other grandmother, my mom's side, told me, but they did not know that that Creole ancestor had a white mama. Okay, so that third grandfather, which they knew because he died in '54, he was born after slavery. Yeah, if you know the history of my family, I mean, people who come on my channel do not know what I'm talking about when I talk about these mixtures. But researching my roots since I was 13 years old. In '93, when the movie Queen, Halle Berry played the movie Queen, Alex Hayden Roots, his paternal grandmother was triracial, Cherokee, white, and black, okay? And so I've been doing research on my ancestry, and then next thing, I found out also that third grandfather, who's my great-grandfather, who's still living, his grandfather, his wife, my third grandmother was Spanish Creole. Her dad, Real, Spanish. Parents from Louisiana, his parents, excuse me, but he changed around. So, and that's French, and then the white woman that's in the family tree who married a brother who's passing for white. My third grandfather's parents was Irish and English, traced roots from England. So therefore, my and great grandpa Ray, we call him. He just turned 98 this month. His mother was black and Native American too, and then also his wife was dark skinned. God rest her soul, Medea. She died in November 2017, years of her death. She was dark skinned, but went to French too because her dad was from Alexandria, Louisiana. Okay. So anyway, but truth of the matter is, that's what I consider myself multiracial. I do not consider myself as pure black. That's a white racist man's destination. That was to keep me in slavery, one drop rule. That's why they was raping slaves. They were mixing. That was by choice. But in my case, there were a white woman who married somebody out of slavery, who was passing. Anyway, that's my Creole man passing for white. And then they had to use it for, doing segregation to keep me in my place, oppressed place, and not have no rights. So when I hear someone talk about the one drop rule and say, well, that's how the white man see you, well, the white man's not God to me. And if a white person was to admit, and I have before, tell me they don't see me as mixed, and try to tell me I dismiss them as friends. We're not friends if we're distant cousins, which I do have white cousins, and you saw that when I saw Str8 and met an Asian adopted cousin who's white. Not the mom, is my mom's long-distance cousin. If they was to not even acknowledge me as what I really am, then I'm not going to even be friends. So therefore, y'all, I'm my own individual person. I'm not a collective person. So when you come on my channel, I'm going to speak like a individual person. No, collectivism is slavery to me, okay? I'm not trying to live my life for someone else. That's a lot of psychological problems because people want me to be their cookie-cutter image, which I'm going to bring up in this video about the straight black man being the white races of the community, okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying that I would change it if I had the African American descendant, straight, hyper masculine African descendant men, dark skin, light skin, look like they pass white, look like Wesley Snipes, hair king curly, straight because none of us don't look alike, or like the white races in the community. Yes, there are. So are the Angel Mamas in the community of all different shades. You know, the Swedish Angel Mama type sisters, whether it be straight, gay, bi, whatever, who like to berate on brothers. In secondary, bisexual, gay men who are African descent, dark skin, light skin, whatever, who like to berate and think that they're black DNA. All the rest of the, I just named the categories, who feel their black DNA, one drop of it, is a license to hurt another brother or sister, but therefore forgive me, but like just like white race people, forgive me, but I'm gonna have and do like Jesus do so I can have an opportunity to hurt you again. The doormat forgiveness, if you don't understand. And I don't believe in doormat forgiveness. The truth of the matter is that the article of the rule was partially correct. And I say partially because not every African descendant man who is straight, masculine or feminine, because not all of us, and I like women, so therefore don't, you know, are not like the white races, okay? But the ones, if you rephrased it and said hyper masculine, sexist or reverse sexist brothers are, yes, they are. 38 years of my life in this so-called good planet called Earth, it's always been an issue about why I talk about race, then religion, then sexual orientation, then gender issues. Why all those four topics I talk about? Because besides white racist people, Latinos, whether it be Mexican, Puerto Rican, I live in Texas, so it's mostly Mexican here, but I also have Salvadorans, we have Puerto Rican. You know, but most, you know, United States Latinos are Americanized immigrants who've been brainwashed, who do have a African DNA in them, but don't look it because all the extreme mixing with the native and Spaniard and denying it because they don't look it, but you can sometimes see in their lips and hair texture if it's curly or they're darker complected, wide nose and big lips. Maybe Mexican, because most here are Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, Cuban, whatever, look like a white person, whatever, even those who are African, who jump in. But those within the African community who are hyper masculine, and think that their masculine is not about the roles they're playing. When I say roles, I'm talking about responsible roles of being a man, building a community, which is a lack of that, build a community, mutual respect, being fathers, being husbands, teaching their sons to be husbands and then be fathers, as in having sex after marriage. You know, if you don't want people to have baby mama drama, if you don't want men to be having sex with each other, then stop telling men, boys, that they have to live a certain life that has nothing to do with the idea of what is straight, gay, whatever. Stop telling them to be promiscuous at a young age. I was told that, okay? Tell them to be married to a woman, of course, and then have kids with that woman. So you don't have to have a single parent epidemic, okay? You don't have to have a man that going down low. Stop telling them that a stereotype that's ghetto and buffoonery and jigaboo like, I call like it is, or um, Stephen Fletcher like, or violent and brute and buck like to be a man, when actually the true men role is to take leadership. And I noticed that many straight hyper masculine men lack of being leaders. Okay, I'm called like it is. I never saw myself being submissive. It's one thing that people hate me, even on a job. Even at my family, I'm not a submissive person. And I do believe that, and I don't believe in horoscopes. But in my case, the sign Leo does represent who I am, okay? I do not like to be, I like to be center attention. I'm just like the sun, the lion, whatever. I don't like to be told what to do, okay? I'll admit that. I will do what I'm told just to get some money because it's benefiting me. But being told that to do that for someone else, to be someone's pet, be someone's slave, and all the other crap, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care if it's part of religion. Let God alone handle me with me, okay? You human beings, stay your human ass down. Leave the fuck alone. Let me be treated like a scoffer. Proverbs 9:7, you know, when it tells you not to correct a scoffer or arrogant person. And also tells you that in Romans, when St. Paul go back to the book of Isaiah and said, find by those and seek me and find by those ask me, meaning that God would look at the people who are disobedient, whatever. Not a human, you know, it's beyond your control. I wish humans who claim to be more Christian than I am, whether it be Protestant, Catholic, whatever, will take those verses seriously when it comes to someone like me, because I prefer God alone to tell me what I need to do with my life. Not human, because you can distort things, twist things, trying to trick you and deceive you, that type of thing. In 38 years of my life, that's been going on, okay? The truth of the matter is, the reason why I bring this up, because the straight, homophobic, hyper masculine brothers are like the white racists. These brothers, not my opinion, it's my fact, because I lived in this earth for 30 years with this bullshit, I'm gonna cuss here, were like the pets of white supremacy. Okay, before y'all start blaming the sisters, it was the brothers who tried to determine your cookie cutter image lifestyle for them. You don't determine your own, and I believe it was more masculine. A man determine his own life, not another man doing it so-called for him, and that's just for the other guys, not for you. Because I never came in, knocked on the door and asked them for stupid advice that I didn't want to hear, okay? And so they're like fashion police and policing your life and harassing you, and feel that having one drop of black blood, it is a license to hurt you 10 times a white person, okay? Because that white person most likely don't have a one drop of African DNA. If they do, then they mixing, passing for white, if you know what I mean, okay? Because, you know, you have our relatives who look white, went up north or went other places. You know your history, okay? That's why I'm not shocked when I hear someone like Wild Vicky claiming to be part black, because they even in the South. And actually, the funny part is, my third great grandfather, who looked like a white man, who had a white mama and a Creole passing father, who in 9/10, because I can't find his records, I got killed, in my opinion, or got chased out of Texas or something, because he married a white woman with that black DNA after slavery, okay, in 1870s. And that's when my great-grandfather was born in the 1870s. Third great-grandfather. He died in Florida County, Georgia, according to the records I saw in December of 1954. And the same year my father was born, but this is my mom's side of the family. That's my mom's great-grandfather, okay? So, my mom was born two years after. That's why I said my grandmother, her mother, and the siblings, my aunts, great aunts and uncles, and my great-grandfather, my grandmother, you know, great-grandfather still living, his grandson, they all knew him, okay, when he came, who that white man? That's your great-grandfather, what I call that white man for? Okay. I remember my grandma's sister on my mom's side was telling me this back in 2000, okay? But it makes sense. And let's feel in the side of the family, like, they had children young, okay? You know, before teenage pregnancy, they had children when they was teenagers. My mom had my grandmother had my mom when she was 17 years old. And when she was married at a young age in 1956 to my grandfather, and then I know he got killed in 86 in San Antonio, and I carry his last name, really, and I'm trying to find more about his side of the family as much as I can. But truth of the matter is, that side of the family, even my great grandfather's parents, they had him in 1919. Um, you know, when he was born. That's his father is the white looking man's son, okay, and the Spanish Creole sister, you know, black Spanish Creole son, okay. Um, and so, anyway, so it's weird, but you know, the point is, when we were mentioning my third grandfather, Florida, Florida, in Georgia, excuse me, because somehow he left Texas and went already in Georgia for something, Floyd County, Georgia, okay? So when I hear about something like Wild Vicky, yeah, you had people, I'm not saying he did pass away, he probably did, you know, before he died, but a lot of folks who were black, and that's why I'm very educated, I'm not ignorant, but anyway, it's into subject. So, point is, a lot of African American descendant men, in my opinion, who are hyper and homophobic, do act like Nazis in the community. And I dealt with it. I've been called a faggot. Every time I come out, you need to change your voice. And hold up, whoa. Why do I have to change for you? Who are you? You know, you nobody either. You know, can you mind your business? I'm not checking for you. I'm just saying on my channel. Why y'all flocking to my channel? You know, if you don't like who I am and like how I act as an individualistic person, and they don't want to whine about someone like me being individualistic, because let me tell you the reason why a lot of people in our community don't like, those Africans don't like us being collective. One thing you gotta know about me before I was even knew the word collective, I'm my own dad's child. Okay, my grandparents on my dad's side, I was the first grandchild. Yes, I was spoiled. Okay, before my other cousin, my aunt's son, came into the world in '88. I had things I won. Even when I fell first grade, I got a water bed. Okay, another kids in the community, you know, middle class area, did not have a water bed. Okay, I had the He-Man toys in the '80s. Okay, if you don't know, I'm 38 years old. I remember those days. It was 3 years ago when I was 8 years old. Okay, in '87. Okay, you know, they spent so many clothes on me, that type of thing. I always had an individualistic mindset. My siblings was not around me. My mom's kids, my dad's children. My half siblings was only around me during Christmas time or a few times I came in. So I always had that me situation. I never felt that I was connected to someone else. They had the same common ground as an individual. Do you understand? So even to this day, I'm a lonely person because I don't yoke with people who don't share the same thing. They expect me to go along, get along, and I'm not that type of person. And so it put me in that mindset of being collective. It's like putting the wrong material of that's like putting bleach into color clothes. It's like putting let's see, instead of putting you're mixing the cake together and you put the wrong ingredients. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't supposed to be there. So I don't have that mindset of we situation. Yes, when it comes to genetic community, okay? But when it comes to individualistic situations, I look at my rights and how I live my life first compared to someone else's expectations, because I'm not trying to live the expectation of others. And that's why I had suicide and depression, because people was trying to show an image to others, especially those who talk bad about them. And so, I man, my family, if these neighbors are talking bad about us, stop being their friends, start associating with them, okay? But they concerned with what they say, and I didn't like me. That's why I don't go visit the old neighborhood I came from, because they are trying to make me sacrifice my life for these people who talk shit about us, you know? Who give a damn about them dumbass motherfuckers. But anyway, that's how I am. So I always had an individualistic lifestyle where I do whatever I want to. I run me, and me, okay? So do you understand that I never saw myself as trying to live for others, because I felt that the people who were living for didn't give two shits about me. And why the hell did I have to deny my own personal freedom and how I live my life for others, for these people, and put a smile and put a fake smile but be depressed on the inside? You know what I'm saying? I'd be mad and angry when I hurt somebody, because I am bipolar, okay? So I don't have that mindset. And you might try to put religion. I already know that people distort scripture, so therefore, come on, right? So, and then about power. The reason why people don't go to church, because sometimes the people who are running the churches are about themselves having power, not God having power. Let's get this straight, okay? It's not about Jesus. It's about me using Jesus and me using his name to control someone else's life so I can make them live the way how I want to live, not how God wants them to live, because at least get them the freedom to make their own decisions and all that other stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So that's the whole reason why. But the reason why I say that the brothers, these type of brothers that I mentioned and I described, I make sure I was talking about Pacific. If it's any straight brothers who don't bother people, live their own life, be individualistic, like I am, whether it be masculine, feminine, and mind their own business, and they treat people with mutual respect, and they agree, disagree. Those not the type of brothers I'm talking about, and I think that the root should have specialized that. The reason why I say I would, because I want to know the audience, what type of person I'm talking about. I'm very descriptive, very detailed. If I was go into detail who I'm talking about, this look like this and they like dark, whatever, haircut. I want people to know who I'm actually talking about, so it won't be a big old generalization, okay? So the root, I wish I was working at the root so I can go in detail of what I'm talking about, so the audience know what I'm talking about. The straight brothers who are hyper masculine, who are rude, who act like brutes, who act like uncaged animals. I call it like it is. Those are the ones that should have been in this article that direct, okay? And when I say uncaged animal, as in they feel that they violate their strength, how they use their penis, what degree of male. That's why Zoe Williams had to deal with this situation with Aries Spears, because Aries Spears felt about him being much darker than he attempted, and that actually is true. No, I'm not saying dark-skinned brothers, and when I say dark, people know how to change the definition of what dark is. I'm from the 80s, born 79. Dark is like dark chocolate, not my complexion, so please, I'm not with that hyper black and be blacker down bullshit. Call me whatever. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck off my channel. Remember, I said I'm my own person. I don't give a damn, but I ain't trying to live for no one else and live my life on this earth till I go to the grave for someone else. A dark-skinned person, someone dark brown chocolate to the color black. That's what I go by, okay? So by Zoe Williams being lighter, by my girl, but lighter, a little bit lighter than me, yeah. If we would come together, we probably be mountain lighter than I am. Aries Spears felt by him being real dark that he was more stronger, and that's true. Let me explain why. I'm not saying genetically. I'm talking about people. There's so many people. It's weird, and I would be honest with you. Brothers my shade and those who are lighter like Kaepernick, those who look like a white person, when we having issues, they feel that they power based on roles, especially if they are a cop, especially if they have authority, especially if they have a type of role they can intimidate me on that level, okay? But a dark-skinned brother, whether he is those roles or whether he's someone off the street, feel that not only the power or titled, that they physical appearance by they being more darker than me is intimidating. And I'm like, you know why? If you know, I talked about a video last year that in the hood almost got killed over a thought that I don't want. There's a woman who's part Hispanic and part black, and yes, I like black women, but no, this bitch here ain't the one I want because she is ratchet. She ghetto. She been married what a couple times, had different baby daddies from the West Coast, West gangster like, okay. The brother she and how we became friends in 2013 was through that fact that we talked about our multiracial backgrounds, our family established the back, you know, and that's what we were friends. So I never saw her as a compatible because I knew the type of dudes she liked. She liked the real dark chocolate brothers who were thugs, who was selling dope, or even they had jobs. They were thugs on the job, I mean outside the job, and that type of thing, okay? So I don't fit that crowd, so why would I try to get into her lifestyle, her being on public assistance and not performing well in that? No, I don't want my kids. One thing, let me know, before I be looking at a woman's looks, I'm looking at the future of what that woman, okay? What she gonna bring to the table? What she gonna bring, when I say I do, it's what type of womanly role, the wife role, how she gonna raise my kids. Because I be damned if she be one of the Toya Graham, whether it be the light skin, the dark, whatever, and Toya the camera skin sister who beating her, and also I would be damned to be a Stacey J situation or Leslie Jones situation. I'm using bad stereotypes of sisters, or since she's part Hispanic, is his Selena Gomez a fuck Black Lives Matter situation last year before she started dating Weekend, you know, that type of thing. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, I ain't say black, I'm talking about what Selena Gomez, she did say that, she said fuck, who gets flubbed about Black Lives Matter, and I love Selena Gomez until she said that, okay, so I was saying, why the hell you dating the Weekend? Bitch, I know what your Afro Mexican nose, because that wide nose is a Negro nose on her dad's side. You know, Selena Gomez's mom is white, her dad's Mexican American, and they're black DNA from Mexico. Okay, the third race of Mexico, third root. Everybody should have a Negro nose. Okay, that wide nose. Had nerve to say who gives a flying fuck about Black over the taste with in Kanye situation. Okay, yeah, I know that situation. Okay, so therefore I don't like Kanye, but I had to get on Kanye and them side when this bitch sit here and say that bullshit. Okay, and also Taylor was lying on Kanye. When I'm glad that Kim Kardashian, you know, I don't like thought women. I don't, no offense, I don't like thought-ass women. Now, you got to be a fine thought like something like Vandy back then before she became Christian. You know, Vandy from Vandy 6. I go with that, okay? You know, I love me some Vandy. I grew up in the 80s, so, you know, I love me some Vandy. Woo! Yes, I do. God rest her, so she died before Prince did. You know, Denise Smith, that was my baby. I love me some Vandy, okay? Nancy girl, I love Nancy. Even after she became religious and Christian and all the other stuff, I still listen to Nancy girl. You know, I'm sorry, now that's the type of nasty girl I go. If you want to be my nasty girl, I'm Lord forgive me. You want to be my Jezebel, let me be the David in the Bible, okay? You gotta be something like Vandy, okay? Vandy was fine inside looking. Whoo! Sorry, I gotta go there. Okay, you can't tell me I don't like women. I do love women. That Vandy was my girl. Woo! I love me some Vandy. She couldn't sing well, but like Whitney and Mariah, but damn, she was fine. You know, oh yes, that Vandy. Woo! Prince knew he was talking about when he got her in that group. God dog it. I mean, I know she was exploited and she didn't want to be that way, but I'm sorry, if she was a natural thought, meaning that she was already like that before Prince changed her behavior and all the other stuff, because I heard about, I didn't read all her book, but I read her interviews. Why she joined Vandy 6 back in the day. Yeah, I can understand, but no, but woo. Okay. Vandy was my girl. Okay, God rest her soul. She died last year. But yeah. But no, I don't like no thought women like Kim Kardashian who make sex tapes and all other. No, okay, okay. I never been a Kim Kardashian fan, but I had to defend. I like what she did. Meaning that I like when she defended Kanye, her husband. See, when Taylor was lying and talking about, I ain't say that. So that's why I jumped, because I'm sorry, I like a woman to be on my side. If you gonna, and it's one thing I look at, besides looking at looks, I look at what you gonna bring to the table, how you gonna treat my kids. Remember, you need my sperm to make them kids, okay? And one thing that I had to agree with those who criticize him, let me put this out there too. Those criticizing are talking about the patriarch in the Cocoa Black American community, because none of us are pure black. I am for the men being the control of the community. Okay, I don't think that the woman. No, call me sexist. I don't care. Most communities have men control, but I'm gonna go to that later about the brothers. It is their fault not taking care of the community. Let's get that straight. We'll get that later on. Okay, so but as a person who tried to take control of the community, and people like the brothers who claim to be hyper masculine, blah blah, that stun blocking that scenario. As a man who do love women, I like a woman to be on my side, okay? I do not like a woman arguing against me. I don't like a woman defending the opposite side, okay? So, when Kim Kardashian, which I don't like her persona, don't like what her reputation of just knowing sex tape, you know, of course she's Robert Kardashian, daughter, who's OJ friend, but she was stylish when her mom, and I believe that her mom did play the sex tape or via the sex tape with her Ray J. That reputation, I don't want my kids having, okay? Although I like Vandy and all that other stuff, but just, you know, these Vandy had a little more class Cause we don't know all her business like that. Unless you read the book, blame no man. I haven't got this expensive $8 book. God, doctor man. Okay, but point is, I can understand that. You know, she kept that on the low. You know what I'm saying? She was talking about me and Nancy, but she can go in detail. But Kim Kardashian just went all over top with it. Okay, but when she defended Kanye, which I see why Kanye chose her. They both crazy. By the way, Kanye both with a K crazy. They both with K's, and they both crazy with the K's. Okay, I don't care what color, and everybody's just getting mad about him dating. No, but baby, shut up, please. Okay, if a man crazy or another crazy woman, no matter who she look like, be happy that you don't have to deal with that problem. Okay, but she stood by his side. She didn't go ahead and take Taylor's side and say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm with that song, Stand By Your Man, okay? That's why I've been single for a long time, because I met women who don't stand by me, okay? And I'm not going to go on walk into on the cathedral, because I'm going to get married in a cathedral at my wedding, and take a woman and say I do in front of the priest and say that, I take. No, if you're not gonna be on my side, we're not going to all together, okay? You know, so that's the reason why I do not want no part of that woman who not fit that role. And if she does fit the role, that's the woman I want. It's the woman I'm trying to be patient with, because we are a big age difference. You know, I was not checking for a 19-year-old. It just happened that I thought this one was in her 20s, and at my last permanent job last year, and we got together speaking Spanish, helping the customer. Our birthdays are 2 days apart, and then I did not know that she was about to take it to the club at 21, because I'm 38, I was 37 last year. I did not know this girl was 19. So so she turned 20 before I turned 38, the same week. It's funny because she was born when I was turning 18. Okay, I'm being patient with this because I'm trying to get my life together. I wasn't looking for a woman to get my money in together. That's one thing that a lot of brothers don't understand, that who are hiring. You get a hoes in the house. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna have no hoes in the house, because I don't want no hoes being my baby's mama. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to this story about the dark skinned woman, man, and the higher sister. Okay, the multiracial sister who's part Hispanic, part black. Okay. And I'm glad I brought that up. I wish the brother, if he had sense, understood that I don't date women who are hoish. Okay, if they have reputation of being a hoe, as in baby mama, and I'm not saying women who change. I'm talking about those who can repeatedly continue to do this pattern. There's no in hell I want my kids to be in that situation. Okay, because that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at pussy. I'm looking at pussy in a way, if it's married to me, so I can claim it. And it can't be nobody else's man's property. It's my property. Talking about the woman, okay? I don't mean it sounds sexist when I say that, but it's the truth that, you are supposed to be submissive to the husband, okay? It's hard to say this, women, but if you want to be more spiritual, one thing I can get tired of some sisters. And I'm not a Protestant no longer. I left Protestantism when I'm 13 years old. I'm not an evangelical fundamentalist. I hate that religion. No offense to anybody. The liberal ones who are Protestant and moderate, I don't care so much about. I don't, they don't bother people. But the ones who evangelical in the South, I left Protestantism at 13 years old. Okay. I'm an ex-Protestant and very proud of it. But a lot will throw the Bible up and then try to bring the feminism where the woman's control the household, which is very contrary to what St. Paul was saying in Ephesians. No, it doesn't mean that a man have a right to beat on a woman. No, that's you're supposed to love yourself. Paul said it in Corinthians, okay? St. Paul said it in the Corinthians, okay? So I know that beating somebody and yelling at people yell to do that to me, I know it's not a love. When people try to define a biblical verse to distort, you just doing what the world master did back in slavery, trying to find some a way to dehumanize me due to having a drop of black blood. I know that trick from Adam, okay? But the woman that he was getting mad at me about, talking about the brother here, he was a drug dealer. He was already married to a lot of them. I'm telling his business, but you came in my business, but everywhere I see this town, and I've told the FBI and everything else, and nothing has been done. Of course, you can't be on the property anymore because you no longer work here. Live here, excuse me. But the point is, that's not the type of woman I want to marry. Okay, when I met this chick, I knew that she was a hood chick, the way how she acts. So I was like, nope, that's not just a friend who shares genetic mixture regardless how recent and whatever, we still have mixture because I wouldn't be able to, no matter what I look like, and I'm not Western not looking at all, but I have white cousins, okay? If I met a white chick in Texas and she related to the fork grandmother, we're related, and I'm not trying to be the Kevin Gates of that situation, you know what I mean? Because he slept with his cousin, okay? That's not me. I'm glad I found that out, okay? And I'll talk about, I don't want to go after white women. I like ethnic women, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm open to a woman of any color, okay? Just let you know that here in Texas, the whole images, you know, and OJ, what he went through in the cold, that just comes to my head when I think about a white woman here in the South, okay? No offense, not all women like that, but and what happened to that brother was on The Bachelor, or Bachelor, whatever the show is, that comes in with Chris Brown last year. That sometime, okay? I'm looking at that situation, okay? And I'm like, well, you know, it's all different flavors of women. Why do all these brothers like to go with only white women? Because, I mean, I'm mixed with white. I have white ancestors, okay? But I'm not purposely looking for a white woman, okay? And I just want to get that, you know, like these men, oh, gotta have me a white woman. I'm not one of them damn stupid brothers, okay? So, you know, that's your business, but please don't come tell me about the problems of black women, sisters, African American women, because none of us, they mix with white too, okay? Not how dark like that, they have white ancestors and white cousins down the family tree as well, so they're not full-blown black women. I don't like white racist ideology about how they identify us, okay? And I disassociate with people, including white racist people who believe that bullshit. Don't come with me. It's not. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I know who I am. I let me define me. I don't let them define me. You know what I'm saying? And they have no power of that. The key word, power of that. But the truth of the matter is that the brother didn't say that was a female friend. Most of the women in this community, not women. Most of my interactions here are women, because women. Let me tell you something. That's why I can't be by the time some of y'all, they mostly get along with sisters, dark, light, whatever, or more to get along with them brothers. Okay, that's why I'm also bashing these old high master brutes, I call them. Yeah, they go because they call me on top of faggots. I'm supposed to live up to their potential. Like, who are they? Okay, they nobody. Okay, and I plan to get married to a damn woman. Well, no woman. Well, damn, why you not married with no kids and have a house, and instead of your wife or baby mama living in a project? Why you not taking care of that? Those are lack of responsibilities as a man. You fail on that. So don't tell me about being a man when you fail in that criteria. Okay. And while other communities, including African communities, laugh at us because of those type of men. Okay. Call it like it is. But the truth of the matter is that I was not checking for her. She was a friend of mine. I mentioned why we're not talking as friends, you know, and the reason why I was asking that to the homie that was in the watch chair at that day last year, it's because there were older messy ass women, I call it like it is, bitches. I don't have no respect for them because they are older, and younger ones, including the male counterparts, will go around spreading rumors about me and saying things. So that's what I was most worried about. I'm not worried about being friends with the person who don't want to be friends with me. Okay? I'm worried about the people who I'm hanging with, because someone's going around lying and saying, and I don't like to be around no enemies. Anyone knows me, anybody that has an enemy persona, we're not friends. Okay? I don't give a damn what you say about what Jesus said. You're not Jesus, so let Jesus handle me, not you. You're human. Please sit your human ass down. Leave me the hell alone. The truth of the matter is, that's what I was concerned about. And it led to the boyfriend that was at the area come and try to rob me over his Cadillac and try to kill me, and then try to confront me about the bitch that he was going with. His side piece, okay, that I don't want no connection with, never kissed, never made love to, no. That would be a nightmare to try to do that with her, okay? Never, okay? And the reason I brought this up, because the brother, and I mentioned the color into this, the brother is extremely darker than me, and he felt, just like what happened with Zoe Williams, while I was on Zoe Williams' side, he felt, by him being much darker than me, he can dominate me, and he can be more intimidating. And even when I was on a job a couple years ago, a bald-head, dark-skinned brother from New Orleans, 910, a dark-skinned Creole, because they are Creoles, we come in different shades, okay? who don't claim Creole, but when you say New Orleans 9, 10, somebody is French, you know, they ain't gonna family, how dog you or I like you, okay? This dude was on the job. I saw him as a brother. I didn't see him as something to be feared upon or nothing like that. But when he started berating me and the white woman that was under him, couldn't stand that bitch who was there. She was from Boston. She was an ex-model. And she know I was an ex-model too. You know, these people with low reduction now past the taxes. When we worked at a place not in Midtown called like it's Texas, I mean in Houston, okay, of a big organization that you donate stuff to. I won't detail where I used to work at. There was a veteran center, and she was a bitch. This one was a bitch. She was like Devil Wears Prada. And I'm scared of losing my job. Not scared of her, because I know if it was legal to do it, I would cuss the bitch out and cuss the brother out, the bell bitch, okay? I don't give a damn about who disrespect me, you disrespect me. I do my own mama and daddy. And then, yes, they probably would not give a damn about me, because I feel like they can bring me in the world, tomorrow you should abort me. I don't believe in abortion, talking about me. Not any other babies, talking about me. Because I didn't ask and beg God to put in turmoil of longevity or when I live on this earth to that die, okay? To death, okay? I don't ask for that. Y'all ask for that. Y'all deal with that. Please keep that mess. Y'all don't come in mind. Don't be selfish to bring that mess in mind. And when I was there, I'm doing everything I can because one thing I do believe in being hardworking, and I do believe being perfect. What St. James said in the Bible, faith without works is dead. I would even working for it. I'm so hardworking because I'm not a Protestant. Okay, there are Protestants who don't believe in faith without works, and that was actually one of the components of Martin Luther and the Reformation. He didn't believe faith without works, which is unbiblical because faith without works is dead. It's in the Bible. Believing that faith without works is unbiblical. Okay, so if you believe faith without works, it's unbiblical. The second chapter of James tell you that faith without works is dead. So when I'm working, it's why Latinos. No one I got Latin in me. Spanish Creole. Oh, before this. That's why Latinos, they say that we're more hardworking. Because I can speak from my Latino side, okay? And even the Africans who, thank you, hardworking, okay? I can speak from my African people and the Latin people, okay? And my family, okay? Point is, even though my Latin roots come from Louisiana, not from Creole, not Latin America, but we still related in some way or another, okay? So when I'm working, and what happened was the brother came out and I thought it was because they told me to clean the parking lot. The brother who's darker than I am came out his car. I want, and act like he's the white racist man. You know how white racist bosses act. I want this stuff. I'm like, why are you screaming at me like that? I ain't did nothing wrong. And I didn't give it in. And he one of them old school brothers. Remember, these folks are so dumb that I am a liberal. I have no plan to live that bullshit back in the day where someone with a title can't talk to you like crazy and nothing be done. But I will do because you're in my life that I didn't actually part of that mess, okay? I don't wake up in the morning and beg for that type of mess to be in my life, okay? So, I mean, I'm sorry I talk bad about them behind their back because I didn't do in my life. You didn't understand. Not everybody did, but that so-called moral compass, because it ain't more about being a bully, okay? In a title, okay? So that's what they believe in. That's where he come from, 1960s bullshit, and I'm not from that bullshit, so fuck that, okay? I'm a liberal, grew up in the 90s, okay? In the 80s, and I'm going to live by that, and I'm going to die with that, okay? Have no plan, and if I curse out that belief system that tells you that I don't have no love for it, okay? That type of belief system, that old school, where seen to be unseen, seen to be unseen, whatever, and you know, people should walk all over you like a doormat if they have a title. That's what actually some of our people got fucked up when the white racist people taught that shit to them. That's why in segregation days they was able to do what they wanted to do. If our people didn't have that mentality, trust me, we're not able to do all that lynching and stuff. Trust me, it'd be a whole different subject if y'all will stop believing that bullshit. So what happened is, because I believe mutual respect. You respect me, I respect you. Regardless what your title is, then I'll give you respect. Okay, you earn that respect. What happened is, that's what he felt. The brother at the job felt that he was highly masculine, but he wasn't no street thug. Okay, he was highly masculine. He one of them old schools. Okay, and he was an ex, army, military, so he already 19 got a little bit PTSD. My grandfather, my dad's side was military drafted, so I know this, okay? That's why I'm very bipolar. I'm like, here comes another this shit again that I asked when I was a child growing up to escape, okay? To escape from. And I had to confront these people because I didn't sign up to be in this shit. I signed up to work, but not to go back to the nightmare that I grew up as a child. Okay. But the brother who was darker than I am, the white woman felt because she's had white privilege and she's not from the United States, but she's a diva bitch. She's an ex-model. She could talk to me anyhow with her title. The dark-skinned brother who has no self-esteem himself, and I call it like it is, because if you did love your people, you would know, and like I said, I ain't perfect, and I'm cursing. Even the Bible in the Corinthians 1 Corinthians 13, St. Paul said, love is not Christian rule of the New American Version. Love is not Christian rule of injury. So if you love somebody, all that cruel behavior would not be in your actions. If you're more holy than I am. He also told Timothy, I never forget the people. I know I'm a simple person, but I noticed in the scripture verse that if I know about his fruit, that's what Jesus would say. These people are not right when they talk to me that way. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 24-26 tell you that the slave of the Lord corrects in kindness. Okay? So if you're more Christian and more holy than I am, and you also know in Proverbs 7, you don't correct those who don't want to be corrected. That's why I want to be corrected, because the majority of people in my life was ugly to me, how they talked to me, especially on a racist base, include those who are African American. And that's why I'm for segregation within. If you're going to hurt me, no what your color is, I don't want your ass around me unless you're ready to get hurt or disrespected, because that's offensive mode. You can call me a devil. I don't give a care. I would be shocked because Lord will make me go to heaven. If I go to hell, your behind will be there too, because you have an arrogance that you're not going to hell because you said, Lord, go to heaven. No, it doesn't. All right? Walk, okay? So I know that you're no different than I am, so you have no reason to put the spit on mine when you're yours. But the dude was being rude to me. And I didn't come there being rude to him. I wasn't actually. I was going to snitch on that white woman to the brother what was going on. And he was sticking up for her. Like, she acted more like she was a supervisor than he did. Okay? And he was in charge of the place. I'll tell you like it is. And he was mean. His personal beliefs exceeded the expectation of the company. It's funny, the white boss, the head, like me as a worker, I can tell they ain't like him. And I heard he got demoted, and the next thing when they fired me, he no longer worked there. Rumor has he works at the veteran place until his business, and he was crying. Which I'm glad your ex, you was laughing, and I didn't cry when I got fired because I got hired in another job the next week. And it was a white man that hired me, okay, the next week, another job, okay? That's why I'm not with that old brother come together bullshit. But your ass didn't care about it, because I'm not gonna tolerate you mistreating me. This white woman talked to me like a damn dog. And you talking about you for your people. Fuck that, you ain't for your people. Because Mammy and Pappy taught this brother that this I have one drop of black blood, I deserve to be disrespected and dehumanized for it when I do something wrong. And the white person have a right to escape that. That's exactly what they taught them. That's why I'm not from that old school bullshit. Mammy and Pappy can keep their damn shit in their life, but Mammy and Pappy bullies have no place in my life. So trying to teach the new generation that it's not gonna work with someone like me. I already spiritually in all aspects, I'm like, escape that bullshit and cussed it out a long time ago when I was a kid. So you talk to someone who's a brick wall that's not gonna break, okay? So when the reason why I bring this up, the dark-skinned brother also felt that he was more masculine than I am. He was bald-headed, he was rude, he was mean to me. When I mentioned the white boss name, his boss, he was threatened, okay, because I don't believe disrespect. One thing, if we gonna come together as a people, the activity of disrespect, whether it be from me and from him, should not exist. I don't give a damn what happened back in slavery and Jim Crow. Yes, we should learn about that. But don't use an excuse so you can get by with what you believe in scripture that was distorted to you, okay? Don't come with me with that mess, unless you won't have a war, okay? And I always believe that if we ever had a war, it would be a civil war, because you have crabs in the barrel. One thing folks understand, during slavery, not all African American people were unified, okay? Whether it be dog, light, whatever, house, field. If you was a runaway slave, if you was a free person of color, you could not hang with slaves, because you had slaves, whether it be dark skin or light skin, will go back and tell master where you were located. Okay? Because they felt because they had one drop of black in them, your ass will be at the bottom and not remove yourself from it. Okay? And people who believe in segregation in our community, who talk trash about Martin King's dream, they believe that they're less valued by having black. Then that's why they create these old rituals and rules of how to live as a black person, when they don't give that person who is African descent their right to make their own life and rules and limitations. Okay, on the individual base. Okay, I'm trying to say. Okay, they feel they have a right to dominate and control, just like how Massa ran our people. Okay, whether I had to agree with the article by saying that straight black men, or should I rephrase it my own, hyper masculine straight men or straight identified, because some men down low, okay, dark light African brothers in the United States particularly are no different than white race. I've been saying it for years. Way before the root, I put my hand on the Bible. Okay, say y'all act like white, and y'all go back to my videos. Many times I talk about how we dress, if we wear certain things, they will not take another man of color where we wearing split. Remember I said that y'all like white racist supremacists? I've been saying it for years. That's why I hear a brother talk like that. It reminds me of Roots. In the movie Roots, when Kunta Kinte trying to get out, and here come old Fiddler, and these brothers are no different than Fiddler. Y'all talking about old Uncle Tom and the high yellow slave that was in the house being a sellout. No. And I'm glad they picked Louis Costa Jr. because he was a dark-skinned brother. Fiddler, and I met fiddlers of all different shades in our community, whether it be darker than me, my camera ass, lighter than me, look like Kappa, they look like a white person too, okay, who had a fiddler mentality. They always come and storm and block your freedom. They 10 times worse than white massa. And white massa love to get them fiddler besides the Aunt your mama, them old bed wenches, they'll get the fiddler, the butt-breaking fiddler, to come and try to stop you from getting your freedom. Okay? And they want to, but why we can't come together? And you supposed to do, well, hold on. I supposed to do what? No, I supposed to do what the fuck I want to do. I ain't trying to live your damn dream, brother. Go live your own damn dream. And that's one thing to understand. So if these men were men, why they have to go? Well, first of all, if these brothers are straight hyper-masculine men, as they say they are, why is it that they don't live in the community to try to build the community? Why that these a lot of these dudes are selling dope? I'm not saying all of them. I said, why I go to the hood, the men who claim to be straight and hyper-masculine are dope dealing, drug dealing. They don't present themselves. They look unpresentable. Not saying all. I'm saying this. And they make white men look good. And I'm not being racist. Some of the ones, the point of Africans who come out here and the one that make fun of us, somebody that live off the land. The Africans come out and live on our land. The Africans come over here. They get their education. They clean up, and they look presentable. I remember saying, I know that me and the Igbo tribe, Nigerians sometimes have issues, and I could be Igbo down the family tree, but in America, but I do give the African brothers props. I never forget, I was in Walgreens, and I'm not sounding gay or anything, but African brother came in there, dressed good, presentable, had a smile on his face. I said, dang. Now, I ain't trying to sound gay, but I would love to be this brother here. You can tell he have a degree or he have a business. That's the brother I'll be. The brothers on the street that think they masculine, they pants sagging, they look like Hobo the Clown, which if you know, I'm glad Tariq Rashid taught about on Hidden Colors about the Hobo the Clown. Y'all know what I mean? What Hobo the Clown was made by white supremacists back in the day when slaves came out of the plantation, okay, and free, okay, when slaves, they did not have the education to get skilled jobs where they can make a high income, okay, and that's why the colorism play in, because if you were the slave master's child, whether it was through rape or through, consensual sex, Sometimes the slave master gave his children the rights to go to school. When they will, they'll free them out. If there was one thing that people don't understand why that I'm against one drop rule, the one thing was to keep it at the bottom. And every time I hear pro bottom as being pro black, I don't want to hear it, because you know different slave masters pay. You're trying to say being at the bottom, stay at the bottom, cradle barrel mentality, and call me a sellout when those are sellouts, because we're trying to exceed, okay, not to degrade ourselves and go at the bottom. But back in the day, a lot of the mixed race, even those who were darker skinned, if they were related to massa, sometimes the slave master, if he was sometimes nice, was putting in his will to have their own towns. The HBU colleges were for mixed race people. No, for real, the color schools in the HBU college were mainly for those children of massa. Okay, the mixed children. Many of the slave masters sometimes would give them the rights to go to the north to be free. So if you were a dark-skinned slave that was mixed but not considered mixed, or if you were a pure black person, you was told to be at the bottom. You was told to be to accept disrespect. You was told to lower yourself, okay, and not get out of that mentality. Okay, and so when I hear people talk for that and claim they're pro-black, I know they're full of shit, okay? But truth of the matter is, being the slave, even those who were light, who did not know nothing, they were not give skills position. And back in the day, if you were a lighter shade, they'll give you some type of higher wage positions, you know what I'm saying? And that type of thing, okay? So many of the slaves that came out of the plantation who didn't have the skills in the proper credentials to go, when Temple came in, I'm glad they brought that up during Labor Day about Temple, how racist it is. They were, they had bad clothing. They had holes in their clothes. It looked like this, and so white racist people came in, made a mockery of it. That's why that some people use the word culture vulture. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna do a video about that, and I'm not bashing all white people who love urban black culture, but be careful coming into the community. And if you're a white supremacist and you're trying to pretend you're our friend, but then we call you out because you're trying to exploit this struggle. Keyword, okay? So what they did was, doing circus, they put blackface and have 12 clothes. So every time I see a brother who's sagging their pants, they dress improperly, they looking like Piggy and Sambo. They're wrong wearing natural hairstyles, but they go to the point of buffoonery, making buffoonery. I'm trying to use creative words, but trying to make a buffoonery of it, of natural hair, okay, and hairstyles. It remind me of Sambo, Pickney, Jigaboo, Stephanie Fletcher, and those type of stereotypes. And white race people use stereotypes to make African American people be seen as desirable. That no different than Colin Falter does on his channel. Okay, call like it is. And then Thompson Yo, who's the prime example of that. So when they exploit our people, a lot of people, and that's my grandparents on my dad's side grew up in the Pompadour days, where they believe in looking your best and outshining white people, making sure that you don't have that, they can't have an argument about you. And that's why I came up, because my grandparents raised me to be that way. That's why I dress differently. You see me, I don't dress like these brothers, and I don't think I'm better. That's how I was raised. The idea of dressing ghetto and looking ghetto was not, and I better not come back to my house with sagging pants, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm very vain about my looks. I like looking my best. And one thing that Holly Berry will do a video about her, she said about her being biracial. And we both August babies. We both Leos, Holly Berry and I, okay? And it's funny, the movie her playing Queen influenced me to learn about multiracial background back in '93. She said in her interview that she had to be better than the white people, and she had a problem. And look what she did. I liked her playing that Stitcher role in Master Ball. She went and she became an Oscar nominee. You know what I'm saying? She became Oscar, got an Oscar. She, everybody know how to be her, okay? One thing about us Leos, we go after we go to the extreme to get what we want to. That's why Madonna did what she did, degrade herself to get to the top, okay? You know what I mean by being sexually explicit, okay? So, Whitney Houston sing from high vocals. She a Leo too, okay? J-Lo works hard. That's why she got the movie playing Selena, okay, compared to other Latinas, because we believe in getting what we want in life and getting what and working hard. That's why Barack Obama was able to run the country, okay? I don't like Clinton. He's a Leo too. We believe in having our way and being leaders. We believe in doing outshining people, okay? And that's what I do, okay? When I'm at work, I like to outshine. I think I'm better than somebody, but it's competitive, okay? I don't like to be treated, you can't call me lazy. It's funny, if I'm lazy, I wouldn't work hard for my money to get what I want in life, okay? But I'm not going to be tolerated any kind of way. Okay, what y'all stupid parents raised? I ask, because I have these people who came from those type of environments, came from bad parents, and they did a bad parenting on the workplace, which I wish they exclude that shit, but they just want to whine because they lose that power of hurting someone, okay? That's the whole thing is about. When I was... So, remember this up, a lot of these brothers don't try to outshine the white man, okay? And I'm not saying every white person or the white race person. If I'm on a job and I have no problem doing this, I remember this guy work 10 times harder than a white person. It's stressful. Don't get me wrong. I'm as a spoiled brat myself growing up. I do not like when equality is not there in my life, okay? But at the same time, if I'm looking, it's gonna benefit me. Like Halle Berry, I will go out and try to shine, okay? You know what I'm saying? I will go to extreme, okay? And we both Leo, okay? I will go do that, okay? And that's why I go extra. I go extreme to get it, okay? Because I'm looking at the future. I go extreme. Remember, y'all, it took a Leo to get rid of slavery in Mexico. But since look at that, though. Same birthday as Whitney Houston. He's my Afro-Mestizo president. He told his father, the country come first. Okay, we don't care about your parents, what you say. He told his own father that, and Whitney Houston, when she made a mistake, told her own mama, and I do believe that was true. And when Angela screwed up her biopic, she told, if you don't care about, I'm gonna leave you. And I told my own family that exactly. We believe in getting our house, okay? Because we're looking at the future. We're not looking at the present and the past. We're looking at the future and how we want our life to be. Okay, we'll make changes now. It's gonna be 10 times worse later on. That's how I look at it, okay? So these brothers here don't understand that, yeah, the rule is tell the truth, half it. I'm not saying all. Because since 1964, I ain't never seen no brother who's so highly masculine do the things that a true masculine brother, a masculine man does. I'm glad that integration happened. And folks don't like about integration because it's trying to show that our community is not that us being African descent, our community is fucked up because of that. No. Remember, I keep reminding people our family came out of slavery. Okay? And you have people who have not been healed from that time period. You're going to have a fucked up generation. Okay? The people who taught us, why I didn't never like to listen to an elder person, because I knew that the mentality was from their grandparents from back in the day, and they thought like a plantation slave. They didn't think themselves as a free person of color. They're not gonna understand you're coming. But if your mentality is about a house slave, field slave mentality, and it's remaining in there, and their predicament, and there's no way out, you don't have a Harriet Tubman and Fred Douglass situation going on, you're thinking like Aunt Jemima and Fiddler, we're not gonna talk, okay? I don't give a damn about how you was raised and what your pastor said, which I don't believe in Protestantism. I got rid of that trash out of my life. That situation. So while you're talking to someone who doesn't want to hear what you got to say, if you got sense. So a lot of the older people do have some common ground and have some wisdom, but sometimes the wisdom is based on a past generation from what happened in slavery. So when people talk about they don't want integration, they don't like that community be shown as fucked up. I'm calling it like it is. The African community is fucked up because so many of our people came from slavery, the tradition, the idea, the mentality that screwed up that white master did with that win-less situation has been passed down. That's why it's hard for brothers and sisters to get married. Let me tell you why. No man does not want a woman. Let me tell you some women. I don't give a damn what the white woman and the feminist stream feminist said. No man, including myself, do not want a woman to argue with, to go and talk to us in any kind of way. I'm not saying that we want a woman to walk on like a doorman. No, no, no. Who? Male or female wants to talk. I want respect, you want respect. But if you're, and what I hate when these women try to use religion and then try to use this argument. Because it does say in scripture, and I'm sorry to say that, I don't care what your feminist friend said, that the man runs the house, not the woman. I'm not saying if you're a single parent, you have to put a man in the house. No, 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 no. If you say I do, which is supposed to be, I ain't perfect, because I understand how y'all can call me the hateful Christian, and I'm the evil, and I'm the devil, but many of y'all are guilty of making babies out of wedlock because I don't got no kids. And I plan on saying I do, and I do have kids, okay, to a woman, not to a dude. Many of you do not want to get married, but you want to know why your kids don't have no proper, okay, because it takes two to make kids and to create one and to take care of, okay? Let me explain this again. It takes two. You made the baby, and I understand you carried it for 9 months. None of y'all are the Virgin Mary, okay, carrying Jesus, okay, for 9 months, and God did not impregnate you, okay, okay, to put himself through that. Let's get this straight. It took a man's sperm to put in your system in order to make that child. So in order to have a sperm, it is his right to keep that child. I'm not saying to abort, I don't believe in abortion, but it's funny y'all say that it's my right, I'm carrying the baby without that man's cum, sperm, semen, whatever you want to call them. You wouldn't be able to carry that baby. Let's also go back into time of history. Y'all say Adam and Eve came from Africa. The continents were all connected, you know, because that's why we have earthquakes. They separate, okay? Since the continent was all connected in the time of Garden Eden, okay? In Garden Eden was the Middle East connected with Africa. Let's call it like it is. The man came first, right? Okay. And God said, of course, God didn't want him to be alone. How did he get that woman? Through his rib. So my question is, if the rib is, well, the man got his, so you can be here. Yeah, let's say we carry you in your 9 months. That's true. You carry both male and female in the but it takes a man's sperm to carry that child. Because without your eggs and that sperm, you won't be able to carry that 9 months. It takes a man to raise the child too, along with you. That's why you're supposed to say I do and make kids, not be baby mama and have second different baby daddies, and vice versa with the men too, okay? Have different, okay? One thing I hate the argument when y'all talk about someone being gay, but also God was against fornication too. He was against two people of same sex having sex, but also he was against people having sex outside of marriage, okay? So having kids by different people is not a godly. I don't know how the hell y'all think you're going to heaven with that mentality. Teaching your son to go, excuse me for my name, fuck bitches is a sin too. Teach your son to be a husband should be in his mind. Okay? Teach your son to be a husband. Can we learn to teach our kids? You would not have these fast boys and fast girls at a young age if y'all would teach your kids to wait till you get married and go look for a opposite sex so they can get married. Maybe the community would be different. Okay? Alright? And the woman should not be demasculating her son. Okay? I'm not talking about demasculating as in sounding cultural feminine. That's different compared to biological. Those are human traditions about what a man's supposed to do, a woman supposed to do. I'm not talking about a demasculating role. By nature, it is us to build and to lead, not you trying to build us. Okay? That's why I did not like the fact that a woman berating her son, because for us to understand, the white race men knew that was unnatural for a woman to do that to a child, a male child. That's why in Williams syndrome, in that stupid letter he wrote back in slavery days, and I do believe it was written because it did say the word nigger, and it said the word black. Y'all modified. That's why y'all saying that. And Dick Greg was saying that, God rest his soul, saying that this was 1960. No. This is back in the day. There was a man named William, because what it was. One thing that I love Latin culture and a Caribbean culture, because they have a lot. And I think that many of us, that people say, well, we love the Latin culture and Caribbean culture, because they're dynamic and how their lifestyles totally they're different. And that's a part Hispanic man, and I'm very proud of it. That's why I take up ideas from their communities. They take up ideas from ours as well, okay? But don't take the bad results, okay? In the Latin cultures, in the Caribbean cultures, in the Caribbean and Latin America and in the Americas, the Africans had more freedom. The Africans fought against master. That's why these Caribbean people and Latino to Mexican people have African mixed DNA. They fought for their freedom. They didn't have that mentality here in the United States. Okay, and also that's why I'm also a Catholic. Okay, you can talk bad about the church you want to, but these in Catholic countries, slaves or people African descent had more freedom compared to Anglo-Protestant, the South. Okay, white Anglo-Protestant South did not allow black people to have freedom, and there were more murders and more killings after slavery. There were no Jim Crows in Latin America or in the Caribbean. There was none of that mess. Yes, there's some simulation of it, but it's not documented on there. Okay, it's kind of like it is as in the law. Okay. Went back to the day it was here in Anglo white Protestant Anglo South, okay, and white, and so therefore, what it was, see, unlike the church, remember, goes founded by Jesus, okay, Matthew 16, Peter brought to Rome, 1 Peter 5:13, okay, it's probably the same people visited them in the vacuum, okay. It traces ideas back to apostles. If a person makes a false claim, they can always go back into church doctrine, as if the second tradition, that's the second Thessalonians talk about in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, 4, 15. As St. Paul defended the second tradition in the Bible, 2 Timothy, if you know that verse, well, 3:16, okay. It go hand in hand, okay. They know that it's heresy to make, to say slavery is legal, okay, in the Bible, all that other stuff. But in Protestant culture, the white men who made Protestants, that's why I call it is white man's religion, they were able to make their own interpretation. That St. Peter told us in the Bible ain't perfect. In the second letter, the first chapter and the third verse, of the source of scripture, in verse of interpretation of prophecy, they can trace. So in their personal interpretation, since slaves were uneducated about Christianity and the church history, that's why they want you to read other books. So they did that Turner movie, Birth of the Nation. They did a great job. They didn't want you to read other books or anything because they wanted to keep you in control. They used the King James Bible, which was not a true accurate Bible. I don't like the King James version at all. They used this homosexual, because King James was a homosexual, ain't no lie. Is it Francis Stewart? Was his boyfriend, the French boyfriend he had? Okay, all right. The translation, okay, of the edited Bible, because they took the so-called Apocrypha, ain't the Apocrypha, it's the other Old Testament books. There was Greek-speaking Jews that had it. That's where I believe also come from. Luther didn't like those books. He took them out, okay? Which James and Revelation, because he didn't believe word coming in. He didn't believe faith without works. We don't know that Luther was a corrupt person. Martin Luther in the 1500s, okay? When they translated the Luther's version of the Bible into English by King James, they made the translation was dirty. How he, people criticized it. They knew, since they were English descent, how to control the slaves. Since the slaves were uneducated, when they called them niggers, okay? Since they did not have a sense of history. That's why when I talk to older people about religion, they are shocked that I read about church history, and they never thought to even read about church history and how this whole Reformation, Confirmation came in. They never thought outside the box to just read what it was interpreted to them, okay? So when they had this letter, they knew that it would corrupt the generation later on. And that's why I said the Black American movement is so fucked up, because it got fucked up with Lynch. In that letter, he did want the men to be demasculated, meaning the roles, not actions, of cultural tradition, or rituals. I'm talking about a subculture, I say. The roles of the men being in control of the household. He wanted the women to be in charge. He wanted the men to be feared, and that's why they have to use religion on us, and use it on these sisters who do wrong. Okay, realize that. They want to beat the fear gospel for beating the children. That's why that if calling fault on the white, so many black children so violent, it's these damn Winlich, Aunt Jemima, bad witches who don't know nothing. Like I did when I had another job, and I had to snitch on one recently. I did when I was on my job in a place. They told us we can eat hard candy at the desk. Okay, the white man told us during training this past week. Okay, and when they told us that, you gotta understand that when they told us that I was eating hard candy, okay, and so we can have a top. So the sister, not the dark skinned sister who's from up north, she's cool. The sister that's camel skin with a blonde top of the head, looked like Lucille. Yeah, she got like Lucille, okay? And I don't know if her natural eyes are blue. But anyway, of course, she has some contact lenses, and she kept pointing me out. And then she started talking that, like, so I'm sorry, you don't talk to me that way. I don't give a damn if you want to supervise. So I was just going to snitch on her. So why she's pointing me out and because get offended? See, we might get offended, y'all. I know my history. Half of y'all do not talk to white people that way. And you want to know why we're separated as a people. If you're going to treat your white friend, either one's so racist or don't like you with respect, at least have the decency to treat your own people. African citizen. Before you start talking about coming together and segregating, that needs to be addressed. But if you're talking about coming together so you can have a license to do that, be prepared for a civil war, and I will fight in that war, and it will be a bloody kill. And trust me, I would not mind being part of that war to kill your dumb motherfucker ass, because I don't want your ass to exist in my life. That's how I feel about folks like y'all. This woman berate me. I'm bipolar. Sister, I don't think like no slave. Okay? And if you want to get me out of my job, I'll be with the white motherfuckers to get your motherfucking ass out. I will sell your ass out. The white DNA will come out. Okay? They don't want you to know about your roots. I will play that. I will be. If you sell me out, y'all, and I'll let you know for warning, I'll sell you out 10 times worse than Stacey Dash. Okay? Don't play with me. Okay? Because I don't want nobody hurting my situation. I ain't trying to hurt you, don't hurt mine. Okay? Keep it moving. So, this woman gonna berate me. I said in front of everybody and clown me out. You start eating at my desk. The white man who trained us told us we can do that. So I talked to the dark-skinned sister. I said, why is it? She said, the dark-skinned sister that's there who's a manager, she's more respectful, mutual respect leader. The sister who's camera like me, with the blonde top of head, with the Holly Berry top, look like Aretha Franklin and Lucille, had nerve to talk to, I don't give a damn who you are. I will go behind. I will call corporate on your ass and make sure your motherfucker ass don't have a job. And we gonna both go down together, bitch. I'm ahead saying this in my head. I may look 20 something, but I'm 30 motherfucking 8 years old. I'm almost 40 fucking years old. I'm not a little kid. And I'm not gonna be talking to any kind of man. I don't give a damn. And don't try to use that who brought me in the world situation because I want to get down. Anyone who put me in the world talking about abortion, can do the Planned Parenthood, white racist mama want you to do, talking about Marcus Harris, okay? Go ahead and kick it. I ain't trying to go to a trauma. I would not put my kids in that situation. I'm not selfish like that. Don't put me in that situation. And trust me, I'll let you know that a man's rib is the reason why your ass is here and your daddy ass sperm. Hard like it is, okay? Let's call it like it is. Yeah, thank you, okay? And you more holy than I am, you at least know, and then you know the man supposed to control the household. So, what happened is, so that she explained, so they say that they had a misguided directions, okay? But half of these, and one thing is the sister who was dark skinned, who defended me in a way, who came in like a mediator situation, who's one of the managers, she's from up north. His is like that because not a northern African descendant people, they do not, and I have to defend my northern people, bear with us in the South. A lot of us are Southern slave minded, and that's why we don't get along. Those who educated know these folks actually don't want you to try to use religion to distort, because that's what they did back in the slavery days, to distort the Bible, to get you uneducated so they can walk on you and not have nothing done to them. That's one thing that they always bring about. You want to forgive and bury the hatchet because they don't want them to be confronted for what they did to you. Okay, no different with white race people. Remember abortion and eugenics and all that was they was afraid the moral guilt will come out and they would have to deal remorse. They would have to be forced to more themselves because all that slavery. We might not want to pay in reparations because they were afraid that they would come. What they did to our people will come and hurt them in the ass. Okay, what our white racist people did to our African descendant people, dog, like mixed whatever, will come hurt them in the ass. What they did to people for 400 years. So the idea was to get rid of us, do abortion, do contraceptives, and do eugenics. So they remind them. The reason why a lot of white people don't like to mention the white DNA in us, let me tell you right, it's not only their privilege card will be denied, will be shared. Okay, should I say if? Because it is true, if you want to say one drop of white makes you whole and give you privilege of it, it will clarify all of us, dark, light, whatever, and along with them and Hispanic, because they got white DNA, along with black DNA. You know, anyone will be classified as white, have that white privilege. And all of us at the table, since we all have a European DNA, will share it. But white racist people who are pure or claim to be pure do not want to see that happening. So what they do is they want you to know that it came out of rape when it didn't always come out of rape. We had white men who did marry black women. We had black men somehow, which is very true. Because even reading that book about Carl's Real, there was a wealthy white man, like don't tell the white black man to me, who was married to a white woman at the time. The part black men who fought on Sam Houston side here in Texas against Mexico were married to white women in the Republic of Texas, and they was former slaves, and their mama was slave and dad was slave master. Okay, so a lot of y'all don't know your history, don't teach it in school. They want to bring that up because they want you to know they want with that black that they stay in your place and let us white men have our cake and eat too. A white man, when I tell them that I'm part of their DNA and I mention who this and that, they're intimidated because they know it's guilt how that DNA came in, it was the rape. And also, too, they don't like the fact that someone that don't look like them shares the same genetic partial background as they do. Remember, I want to tell you something. Remember when Charles Barkley and that dark skin brother told Richard Spencer that your children should be brown? And I said, excuse me, it always happened. We're descendants of white people in the slave plantation. Okay, all right, so that's an old argument. Okay, we already here. That's why they don't like us claiming that. Okay, those statues of the Confederates could be my great whatever. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, and I have to acknowledge, let me tell you something, I'm not bothered by that because let me tell you something, I'm not perfect, but God had them people in judgment. Okay, them people dead and gone. Okay, I'm mad at the descendants, whether it be those one drop of black blood, okay, who is copycatting their behavior to hurt me, in particular in this article where they say about the straight black male is like the white community, and they're very partially correct about that, and the white racist people who felt that they could tell me where my place is and that shit, okay, especially down south. Trust me, you got a lot of them bullshit. Even when I was at my other job that got hurt last week at the game, and I had to be sent home yesterday morning because I have 2 jobs now because I haven't got this note yet. I went to take a drug test while I was working my other job this week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working to one's a security, one is customer service. So for my security job, I got hurt on the field. Okay, yes I did. Doing the game, going into detail what game it was, okay? And I couldn't work this morning. But before I was told to go home by the head brother that was there, one of the white women in the white shirts, I'm going to tell who I place we were, had nerve wicked And I know she's one of the white men. When that's why I don't date some white women, okay? Because you're not gonna dominate. If I want no damn sister of dog like whatever, I ain't gonna let your ass around me either, okay? One thing about me, I don't share the same vice sister, and I say fuck your vice sister. Don't try to preach to me about it, okay? Thank you. She tried to dump it way up. I said, excuse me, I'm waiting on them, the boss man, the bald head man, and I know the brother behind me, to tell me where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I already got, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to, and everybody was telling me that they're trying to, I don't give a damn what your white pappy did back in the day. I have his DNA in me too. I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you off too. Don't talk to me any kind of way. I'm telling you. I am the Frankenstein of the Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde, okay, when it came to that mixture. And I will be that Frankenstein of the United States if I don't mind mixing the mixed DNA in me, because when you did all the things back there, I am the Frankenstein that came out of it. Trust me, I will be that Frankenstein ready to punch your ass. Okay, so let's get to the subject. So, point is, that's what I'm saying, that they feel that, so when you're imitating that, I have to bash you. I play fire with that. And I will be the Proverbs 9 verse scoffer that you're not supposed to correct. Please, if you will hold it, and I am, y'all, take in consideration when you see someone like me, I want to be treated like the arrogant person or the scoffer in Proverbs 9:7-9. I prefer God to correct me, okay? Because I know that what St. Paul was saying is coming from Isaiah, and when it came to in the book of Romans, that he said, I did not find my those to see if I found those ask me. So I prefer God alone. God is big enough to reveal himself to me, okay? A lot of stuff I learned was through him, okay? Even though I'm not the perfect person the word and I'm cursing at the food, I prefer the righteous person who's righteous of all, not no human, to tell me what I cannot do, okay? And to teach me a lesson. Like I learned not to ever not do my schoolwork, and I'm trying to fight back to go back to school, okay? So I learned my lesson. Remember I say experience is the best teacher? That's God doing give me the experience. I don't need a demonic version of a human to hurt me or to get me to right, okay? Because you're scandalizing me, okay? And you go to see with that mess, okay? So, you know, okay. So, point is, that's who I am, okay? And so, going back to the situation, a lot of these brothers, and we'll go detail, I'm going to go detail on other subjects, but some of these people in our community feel that we have right to disrespect each other and we should take it as because I agree in assault. I don't do that. I'll fight back with it. I'm not like my ancestors back in the day. I've been home and treated. I would actually told, like I tell people, if it was back in slavery days, I will go up to master and tell him in the house, go ahead and kill me, please. Kill me right now. I ain't going to go through this, or else I'll do it my own self. I would not intend during the slave trade, I would be one of them Africans that they jumped off the doggone ship and drowned. I'm serious. And I would be one of them people. You don't put me in that situation. Hell to no. Okay? I have so much self-dignity and so pride and think I'm better than that. And I think many of our people need to have that mentality. Okay? But a lot of the white guy people don't want you to share the same role as they do. And they know that we part of them. Okay? But they don't want us, so I didn't let me know that I don't go by your expectations either, okay? You're a human. You're not God, okay? You're just as human with a different complexion than me. That's all it is. You're still a human. Like I said about the badges, I told one police officer, you're no different than me with that badge, okay? You're a human, okay? So please, and when I tell people it's like they get shot, none of you are God on this earth, okay? I don't care who lied and who told you that you were, okay? So when it goes to brothers, they who fit what I'm talking about as in relating to the article in the roots, that's very true. Half of these brothers act like white supremacists in the community. Besides the Aunt Jemima bed with sisters, a dark light, whatever. Okay, these brothers, and because I call it, and no one can. I don't have a chill with everybody. Okay, I have white supremacists come attack. I attack them too. I attack everybody on my channel. Okay, due to my experience on this earth, 30 years, almost 40 years of my life. Okay, half these brothers are no different than Fiddler on the plantation on the movie Roots. I had that Kunta Kinte spirit. Kunta Kinte wanted to fight. I never forget when Louis Gossett Jr. was playing him, Fiddler, and we've got LeVar with, you know, from Reading Rainbow. I remember seeing him in Reading Rainbow growing up in the 80s. He played Kunta Kinte. When he broke the chain, the brother tried to beat him, and I wanted Kunta Kinte to whoop Fiddler ass only because I'd 9-10 kill him. You just won't be scared of master. Let me be the pure African with a different mentality. Because to see the difference between Kunta Kinte had a freedom mentality. Fiddler had a slave mentality. Actually, he was a field slave. I think he was a house slave too. He was in with both, but he was a dog skin too. Okay, and I'm not shocked at Thomas Sotomayor and Gilbert Arenas and all the. I'm not shocked at these brothers acting that way because I saw it back in the day with my own family. I saw those who were like this. Well, I would not talk to some of you. You're like because I'm darker than you. No, it's your fucking mentality. Even those who are light skinned with your mentality, I don't fuck with you either. Okay. Because I'm thinking about being free and doing me, okay? I'm not thinking about doing you and living for you and put a fake smile while I'm feeling depressed living for your dumb ass, okay? So, when I was looking at this film, I wanted Kunta Kinte to whoop Fiddler ass before Master walked in that doggone thing. Because as soon as he hit me, if I was Kunta Kinte, I got that chain and whoop Fiddler ass, gave him an African ass whooping, okay? You know, because Kunta Kinte was straight from Africa, okay? So, I would give him an African ass whooping, okay? I would if I was Kunta Kinte. I wanted Kunta to whoop because the man trying to be free. Your dumb ass is trying to stay in Master Place. And you trying to tell him to stay in Master Place. And I hear many brothers like this, call like it is, they act like a bunch of fiddlers. Where they light than me or darker than me or camera like my ass, okay? That's why we can't come together. Because I don't think like a field or a house slave. I don't want to be a field or a house slave. My thing is to be a runaway slave or a freedom. Okay? That's what I think is. Y'all can want to be with your peoples who like being oppressed. That's why I like black Native American white brother. Because that's what Fred Douglass was mixed with. Because dad was a plantation owner white man. Mom was black and Native American slave. He didn't hang with a dark-skinned brother, old school educated brother told me back in 1999 when I was going on 20, or when I was 20. He said Fred Douglass did not hang with the other black folks because he would go back into a master, talking about these slaves will, because he was free. And that's how I am. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when I'm around African American people, they don't want Hukuna. You have to come to me and trust me, okay? Because all that talk about we don't got no allies with the Hispanic and Asian. They don't allies with it now. Come in, what the fuck? The brothers, speaking of this, those straight hybrid masculine brothers are straight identified because half these brothers could be using it to be on down, okay? Mistreated me, talked to me, called me gay, made fun of me. So when I hear them talk about white people was racist and went back in the day, I would laugh because they acted just like them towards me. Because I didn't listen to their expectation. They just did a video about black male teachers, right? Please y'all go to my channel and read about, listen to my video when I talked about the first black identified male, because none of us are pure black. I don't chance like one drop is, okay? I hate the one driver no longer law. Thank you God for getting rid of the rule back in 1967 during the Virginia case, when they said it was unconstitutional. The brother was darker than me, and I was so happy that I had a brother because all my teachers were white except for the dark-skinned sister who's my kindergarten teacher back in 1984 and 85. Okay, remember I failed the first grade. All from the first grade to the 5th grade, all my teachers were white. When I got to 6th grade, my teachers were still mostly white, and 3 was of color. The darker skinned brother who was a coach, the Native American one, everybody thought she was Hispanic, or a tan white woman. She was Native American, who was my social teacher in 6th grade. And the Asian, and I'm not being stereotypical, my teacher with math, she was Japanese American, married to a white man. She was my math teacher. Okay, not even stereotypical, that's real. Okay, because I have friends who are Asian. I'm tired of people saying I not like math. No, my teacher in the 6th grade in 1991 to 92, okay, was Asian. Okay, she was married to a white man. Okay, and she also spoke Spanish too. I never forget one of the Latino guys I got in a fight with in 6th grade. He used to pill me back in 3rd grade. Okay, and I beat whooped his ass in the thing. I never forget. They'll tell my white teacher in advisory. She was my English teacher. She was also uh, uh, advisory teacher was where you have advisory period. Okay, so I never forget she was a Cajun. Not that she was Cajun. She was from Louisiana. Okay, and she got married. I never forget she got married to her fiance. They got married, and I wonder how they doing. And she was a Catholic white woman too. Never forget because I was talking about me because I was talking about converting at the time. She introduced me to Catholicism. My dark skinned friend who was Catholic, and that's why he interested. Why you watch it? Because I don't like the religion I was. Okay, didn't like all that the evangelical stuff. Okay, I didn't like that. How my grandma was talking to me, so important stuff. So when I was in her class, never forget the Hispanic guy that I got into a fight with in 6th grade when he was picking me in 3rd grade. That the brother was taking sides with. Okay, said, why is she Mexican? No, I won't say she's Japanese American, but she also speaks Spanish. And I never forget when the Latino guys in the math class would call her China, that means a Chinese girl. She would get mad, ooh, and write you up. I'll never forget that. I speak Spanish. I know what it means to be China. I'm Japanese American. And I'll never forget one of the big old lighter complected Latino guys. He has Asian looking eyes, right? And one of the Mexican guys who was when he became game later, he was a thug later on. He was always a bad class clown. I never forget. I used to get into when he tried to brought out one time hit him in 6th grade. I couldn't hit him in 8th grade because he was a gang member then. And he was a class clown. He snitched and told his father, "Your son keep picking on me in the classroom." I did tell him his father came to the school. Actually, they family was bad because the little brother in the 6th grade when I was in 8th grade was bad. The oldest one who was in 7th grade when I was in 6th grade was bad. And then the big one when I went to 8th, but he was getting along. He was more mature. Their older brother was who was in 12th grade when I was in 9th grade was cool, and I got along with him. It's funny, but the younger brothers, they were bad as hell, and they became gangsters. Okay, but I remember their dad coming to school. And I told the dad, and he spoke English, don't he wasn't disrespectful because he spoke Spanish. I said, your son picks on me in school. I snitched. Yes, I did. Okay? I'm a big snitch. Okay? See my point. So what happened was the Mexican American guy that became a thug called the big Hispanic dude with Asian eyes Chino. And she said, I never get the Asian Japanese American lady said, I'm writing you up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be calling that mean Chinese. You call him Chinese. And I never forget the same big Asian dude, big Mexican dude with the Asian eyes, okay, said Chinese. And no, she said Japanese. And making fun of our teacher. And she said, so and so, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to get sued. I don't forget this. I'm writing up. I'm proud of being Japanese American. And he said, Chinese. So and so, I'm not Chinese. So we were all laughing like this. And she got mad too. I never forget her. In the 6th grade, I'm not laughing. I'm in the class, the back of the class, I'm just laughing like, what the hell? And she said, why? And she said, I'm sorry. Why? You said, I don't know, but I'm writing you up again. She got in trouble because those two Hispanic dudes was bad in the math classroom. That's why I couldn't concentrate. I'd be falling asleep in the classroom. Yeah, y'all used to fall asleep in the classroom. In 9th grade, couldn't do that, but in 6th grade, in middle school, in 11th, and in elementary, you can get away with fall asleep in the classroom. Say, huh? I don't know what you said. I used to fall asleep in the classroom. So my point where I bring this up because for real. So we had. That's remember our school used to be predominantly white, okay, back in the 80s, okay, in the early 90s it became mostly Hispanic, okay, so many white people in that town in Harris County, I won't tell where I'm from, left, okay, and went to outskirts of Houston, Harris County, where it's mostly privileged, okay, and so that's why the school predominantly Hispanic. So anyway, the reason why I brought the up because the Mexican dude that beat up because he beat me up, mistreated me in third grade, kept on doing this in third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, and I remember my parents said you better fight back in school when the kids picked on you. So I finally whooped his ass in the locker room. Okay, he was acting bad as usual. Okay, and never forget, we was in third grade. He told the music class his sister used to be my music teacher. Family when we had a color school at the time for the integrated, she was sub at our school. Her and the Spanish man who was our coach in middle school, they were friends. And I never forget when the young Mexican dude told the teacher, he said my mom allowed me to curse. And everybody, including the white kid, and even the Mexican, was like, what? Your mom allow you to curse? You know what I'm saying? So that dude been bad since third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. So we got to sixth grade, he was thin. And what it was in the class, I'm going to bring this up because it ties into why I mentioned about the story. Because the coach was a bully to me, okay? The coach was a bully. Talking about the black identified coach, okay? Was a damn ass coon. He didn't like the fact that I had a low voice. Okay, that's why I'm glad the Root mentioned this in the article. Okay? I looked at this brother as a role model, but I don't believe that old hotel bullshit. I looked because all my teachers were white until I got to, except for the dark-skinned sister who was my older lady, who was my kindergarten teacher. Ever since first grade, repeated first grade, because I flunked the first grade, with this Whitney Houston in 85, 86, did not do my schoolwork. From first grade, the second time in first grade, second, third, fourth, fifth, always were white. Okay? White female teachers. Till I got to sixth grade, that's when I started having some color. The Native American woman who was my teacher in social studies, this Asian American woman who was my math teacher and a coach. Okay? And I'm glad that his friend, the white man who was a preacher's son, he was a little redneck. I'm glad he was not my damn coach because I couldn't stand that man, okay? Funny, his wife went to school with my aunt. God dog it. Small world. Anyway, it's his ex-wife. And I see why she broke up with me. His business. He was all in my damn business. I see why that she broke with his ass, okay? I heard all the stories about that family. I can go detail that. So anyway, point is, okay, he was a preacher's piece of PK, and he was an old red, like, oh, is. Whew. Them two, okay, them two bastards, the brother and the white dude, okay? They were our coaches, and they were mean as hell. I try to be the good student, and they made fun of me, talking about you ain't talk like a man, and all this other, you need to put some bass. And every time the brother would talk about my voice being so high, the kids, the boys of all colors, will laugh at me, and the old white man would be laugh, yeah, just laugh. And they love, that brother was their go-to good boy, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's their little slave boy to keep you in line, okay? And I never forget, and I remember I was just saying, why this coach is that? I'm doing everything right. I'm not trying to be mean to him, but one thing he like, I was assertive. I don't have slave mentality. Okay, I'm glad I grew up in the 80s and 90s and emancipated myself from slave mentality. I was assertive. I will speak my mind. Okay, and he didn't like the fact that I was assertive. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I was assertive, and I think to say that we teach our children not to be assertive, and then wonder why we have Black Lives Matter and why we get treated like shit because we're not assertive people. We told to be submissive. Okay, so anyway, they don't like assertive and aggressive, and that's why we was aggressive back in the 90s. So let you know, those are millennials. Unlike millennials, my generation X we were aggressive and disrespectful for a reason. It was for protection from being mistreated and abused. It was not for show. It was not so I can be the baddest bitch or be whatever. We was trying to be respect. We was trying to be respected as well as we want them to respect them. Okay, we want us to have mutual respect. But the idea of mutual respect will come up in the 90s in the liberal time. Okay, that's why I'm a liberal. Okay, so what happened is the brother would always berate me, always talk down to me, and this was someone I was trying to look up to because all my teachers were white women, except for the dark-skinned sister in kindergarten, the Asian lady who was my math teacher in sixth grade, and the social studies teacher who was Native American. Okay, and so this brother was always making fun of my voice. He, you know, LBT fighters, listen to this. Bim and the white coach, both black identified redneck, southern trash, brute redneck, and white racist behind closed doors, which I would not be shocked he was, were redneck too. These motherfuckers was in the classroom talking about, don't act like the people in Montrose. When I said Montrose is a gay area. Yeah, and act like and sissy and have this what they would talk. This what they would talk like this in the classroom, and they will always make fun. And it's just funny. It wasn't about me acting bad. It was about me having a high voice. It had nothing to do with morals. And ever since then, I started learning about racism and sexism and all this these isms, and started to read about this, because why all these people are bringing this stuff? You gotta research things that's bothering you, right? And that's why I lost respect for them, because they disrespected me, they made fun of me, rated me, they ridiculed me in front of everybody, they made fun of me, made me do push-ups, and sometimes they talk down. One time I had an asthma attack. The white coach made me do it. Yes, he did, because I said, sir, I need to go I have asthma, and I was told, when I have asthma, go to the nurse office and get the pump. You're talking about, sir, give me something. Ain't nobody had my back. That's why I don't believe in that. Oh, well, we have each other back. No, I try to tell the black identified coach, he would not take my side. I was the epitome of his enemy. So if I'm the epitome of enemy, how the hell you talk to me about brotherhood? We should break up and we should divide. Okay, only time you want unity is to have your fucking way in your life. Don't worry about mine. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't worry about mine. You don't care about what I want in my personal life. You want me a cookie cutter image of you. Remember, I was getting picked on. When I was accused of doing something, it was always my fault. And I'm like, why I'm getting treated because I have a different accent? And I even thought it wasn't about me having a girly accent. I think also I didn't have that hood, thug, so-called black accent either, okay? And I didn't want to be stereotypical, okay? You can call me Carlton all you want to, but at least Carlton look GQ and have money and not be some thug brother, pants sagging, looking like hobo the clown shit ass motherfuckers, which is that's not my fucking dog. I ain't trying to be the male version of Leslie Jones or be a stepping bitch, okay? So, when this brother, what happened is, the reason why I had lack of respect for this brother, because a white dude that was my so-called friend had hit me. And remember, my family told me, if you don't fight back in school and you hear about this, we gonna whip you, okay? So I'm trying to respect both school rules, not fight on the campus, and also respect both. It was hard, but I don't believe in corporate, because I believe these people who believe wants to take their problems off their kids, and they want to destroy the Bible in order to feel gratified. This is about gratification, having power. It ain't about no Jesus. It's about them, their selfish gratification, and they don't like it when you say it because they know the truth hurts. So, and they don't want to harangue, because one of the things I don't understand, the idea of a person hates your fucking beliefs so much, go after the people who believe your bullshit and separate them. If it's too bad, you can't use your faith and be strong to get away from that person. Because people like me, we don't want your ass. We are the scoffers of prophets and you're not supposed to even talk to, okay? So what happened is, when I went to go tell him, and I said, yes, I hit him. And all I said, you can't pop me. Because when the Hispanic dude had, when I beat up, what it was, when the Hispanic dude back in 91 was trying to fight me, and I won the fight, the white coach and the black identified coach were on their side. Both the Hispanic dude and the Hispanic who pushed the Hispanic guy into the big bully, one that was already a gang member at 13 years old in the 6th grade, okay? I'm going to tell his business. That motherfucker. Okay? And they did not have my back, and they tried to scare me with whipping. I said, with a paddle, but I don't believe in paddle in school, because I wasn't trying to be bad. All I was doing was trying to get the bench. I wasn't tall like I am right now. I was a little short. The locker was too tall, so I tried to get the bench. And so I got the bench, and so I can get on it, since I was too, because they didn't give me a locker that was smaller, that was close to my height. When I got on it, the Spanish dude, remember, the brother and the white man did not understand that this dude used to pick up me in 3rd grade. 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Even when I went to his brother, who ain't a friend of mine, He was at that dude's party, okay, in my neighborhood, and all these brothers, these dudes of different colors, whether it be black or white, Hispanic, was picking on me. That's why I left. I didn't go. I thank God I did not have something we call a pajama party with these dudes. Could have did something to me while I was asleep. It could have happened. Remember the dark skinned sister, God rest of glad she getting healed. When they put the hot water, they could have happened to me. Okay, I'm glad I didn't. I left. They said why? I said no. I ain't telling everybody. I said what happened because these dudes were picking on me, and the mama. She had no control. Her and her husband. That was my so-called friend's dad, stepdad. Okay, the dark-skinned brother. They couldn't have no control of the children. The children, they boys, they just playing around. No, these motherfuckers picked on me when I was in third grade, in second. You know what I'm saying? So they at the party. And something told me I should never go, but I was trying to be everybody's friend. That's why I'm a extreme and then a religious person. Now I'm not all that friendly and trying to be everybody's friend no more, okay? And trying to please people, okay? And that's why I left. That's summer '91. So we got to middle school. Remember, these dudes still got it. I can pick on Zach. He ain't gonna do that about it. So when we got to 6th grade, this Spanish dude pushed me when I tried to get into on the bench, and I pushed him back. And we pushed each other, and you know, I fought back, and my dad told me, you better fight these dudes when you get to school. You can't be tattling. So we started fighting, and I started punching, and the dudes said, yeah, we're fighting in the locker room. Then they said, no, we don't want to get pushed, so they broke us up. So the big old Hispanic dude who was a gang member, he failed 6th grade so many times. He was 13 years old in the 6th grade. He pushed that thin Hispanic dude was picking me in 3rd grade. And I grabbed him, and they tried to run me over, and I grabbed him, and that's when the white coach and the black dude came in, and they tried to intimidate all three of us with a paddle. And I said, excuse me, my dad said that you cannot paddle me because I was defending myself. He ain't like that. So when the white dude with the curly hair picked on me on the 6th, it was the 6th, it was the 1st of June, 1992. That's, I'll never forget, the first time I got paddled, okay? Remember, I never been paddled. I got whippings and spankings at home, and I remember when I was growing up in the 80s, I wanted to kill my family. When that's what people say, whippings may be better. No, when I got whippings, I want to murder my family and kill myself the same day if I go to get arrested, okay? So all that bullshit, I debunk your argument right there. It does make you aggressive. I'm glad I didn't get brainwashed to accept that bullshit. So what happened was, I said, excuse me, you cannot paddle me because I told back in the year before. Remember, it's a 91, 92 school year. I told him, I said, excuse me, you cannot paddle. So the white coach, redneck, assistant principal hours, can stand that asshole, white man too. They was teaming and making jokes. Oh, you gonna tell the Pope? You gonna tell the Bush? You can tell, digging all these jokes, trying to intimidate me. So what happened was, they called my dad, and one thing my dad, what it was, some hood rat he was fooling with, okay? He didn't want us to call, so we had to call 2 or 3 times. And I remember my grandfather said, I hate him doing this, okay? Because it's his son, okay? So my dad didn't pick up. So what happened? He called my grandmother, and so by my grandma being from the old school in that black version of WASP conservative culture, why I hate that culture. She thinks that anybody with a title is always right. Okay, you grew up in segregation days. They had folks with titles who thought you was a nigga and you was, should be stepped on and mistreated and hung. Okay, anyway, the point is that's slave mentality and after slavery mentality, should I say. And so the brother pepped this game, twist the story, and makes it I was the aggressor when I was the victim. I was not the culprit. The white dude was the culprit, but since the brother had an issue with me by my voice being low, being high, and not being so hyper masculine like a brute, he took it upon myself. And so he lied and distorted made it seem like it's my fault. My grandma being stupid and silly, I call it like it is, with a stupid old school belief system, and my dad going along with it, said, okay, go ahead and paddle. And I remember I was suicidal. I wanted to go in the kitchen in the cafeteria and get a knife to kill myself and get back going to hell because I'm already dealing with these old demonic people claiming to be holding down these old wolfish clothing in charge. I almost got paddled because of a Spanish dude, white, who was picking on me in reading class that year. And I remember a white officer who was in plain clothes, he in Spanish, take it like a man. Take it like a man. That same year, that's why I tell people that I'm talking about white folks and whipping. Remember, I went to school with people who whip their kids who are white. Okay, remember the town I'm from was a predominantly WASP conservative town, meaning a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant town. Okay, when Latinos moved in, a lot of WASP people, even white Catholics or maybe there was some Jewish, they were left. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They took the white flight, went to the Friendswood and Clear Lake and Kingwood. Okay. If you know Harris County, okay, so this was time that the white Anglo culture was dominant, okay, in our area, and the people, even when the Hispanics took over, the white conservative, even probably car cam members of Klan, were still in charge of that community, okay, you know, they no longer the majority anymore, okay, and so. A lot of white, and I even witnessed white people whipping their children. So remember, I'm glad I went to integrated school because y'all who was not integrated, y'all ignorant, okay? And I know white people. If I get in an argument with someone about the pattern, you'll be shocked at how many white people I know who whip their kids. Even when I worked at my last job as security, the white woman about to whip her son, okay, who's younger than me, okay? So, I don't know where, I'm glad that I have experience that's different from y'all, because y'all live a stereotypical lifestyle, I don't, okay? And I'm the liberal one who don't believe in it, okay? So, y'all with their black folks don't whip their kids, and black folks whip their kids, and white folks don't. Y'all stupid. I'm from the damn fucking South, okay? A lot of these damn motherfuckers whip their kids who are white, okay? And y'all never get in arguments and debates over this issue with white people. That's how I'm a liberal, okay? God dog it, okay? Y'all live in that conservative bullshit. You can vote Democrat, be Democrat, okay? You know, except for abortion, okay? I'm pro-life, okay? I'll let you know, okay? So, what other people? Pro-life with me. My mom wanted to kill me, trust me, live in that bullshit they live in, I would not mind abortion, okay? But the truth of the matter is, a lot of white people believe in that here. So, when I almost got paddled for running from a bully and just laughing at how the bully was getting mistreated in the classroom by a teacher, the white dude was like, take it like a man, because the white dude and who was acting a fool in the Spanish one that spring provided chicken pox, never forget 6th grade, they were paddled by the white principal. The principal wanted to paddle me. I'm like, you gonna paddle me? No, you're not, because my dad told me I wouldn't do anything wrong. And they tried to call my dad, and dad once again get some hood right he was fooling with. In the hood, she was calling him, and he wanted to make sure if he called 2 times on his phone, it was the house, okay? So that's how the cool trash brother, who wanted, old school bullshit ass brother, brute ass, trashy, dumbass brother. If some white person did something we feel 2 shits about, that motherfucker lied and distorted information, saying like I was the aggressor when I wasn't. I was the assertive one, told you that you couldn't paddle me because I told you a year beforehand that you could. The year, before 1992, that you couldn't whip me. Okay. The reason I'm bringing this up, I was paddled. I was laughed at. The white coach, the white system, because this is back in slavery, said, we used to laugh at slaves getting whipped back in Jim Crow. Whenever time you hear a white person laugh at African American person struggling, especially mine, I know they're a white racist person. I know that's who they are. Even when I went to work yesterday before they let me go because I got injured last week, got hurt. The Uber driver came in the hood, listening to hip hop, I didn't give a damn. And I was mad at the fact that not only I was almost late for work, because I told them I did not want to work this game, I want to work the other game on the other campus. And they did not set me up, did not have no problem. I hate when people who control are organized and they want to blame it on people under them, okay? So I didn't mean to slam the door because it's someone's problem, but I slammed the door with the guy because you're already mad, laughing at my struggle. And when I gave him I didn't give him a 5-star, because when you do that, I'm gonna give you a low Sorry, you was laughing at my struggle. I know who you are when you're laughing. You're white supremacist trying to say you're someone else's friend. Because culturally, white racist people do that. When they see a person of color, especially African descent, they will laugh at their struggle because it's supremacy and superior mentality. That's their arrogance. So, they hate me. I know that. I read about the type of stuff, and I remember I have their DNA in them, okay? So, anyway, and when we have a lack of empathy for that person, I know you're racist, okay? So, the white dude was laughing, and the white man said, if I was them kids, I'd be laughing too, okay? Cause your ancestors did that bullshit back in the day, and that's what you're trying to repeat. So, your coon trash brother, who's supposed to be Hope Tip, my people brother, who's hyper masculine and straight, okay, brother, it's gonna paddle me like Fiddler, when they had to get that black overseers at the time whip the slave. Remember in slave when you get a slave, the other slave to whip. That's exactly, okay? That's exactly. And when he patted me, laughing at me, and I knew I was crying, and he grabbed me with those stinky ass breath. I'll forget this bullshit back in June the 1st, 1992 in middle school. And the folks laughing. I'm in the redneck kid because he got in trouble. He was laughing. I feel so mean. I want to assure me if Columbine. Remember I said that Columbine took my idea. If Columbine did not take my idea, I probably already did at Columbine at that school that day. I would have killed everybody, killed myself that day because I felt so embarrassed. How dare you? I tried to be the good boy, because I was a boy at times. I'm using no Jim Crow phrase. I was 12 years old. Try to do everything right. And here you are trying to get me in trouble. So you were trying to find excuses to make a mistake. That's why I look at narcissistic people. And I know how to fight against them because they're narcissistic people. And so, that's why. So the reason why I brought the story up, because y'all talking about the black men who are straight and masculine should not be bashed in the community. Alright, the straight, hyper-masculine brothers who do this type of shit, they deserve to get mistreated. See, back in the day, just like white supremacists, back in the day, used to get away with their bullshit. These brothers in the community, dark or light, got away with a lot of shit. They had white supremacists who were homophobic, who they learned their behavior from, and they harassed them from, and this situation. Yeah, the reason why that a lot of brothers in the community are homophobic because many of our people are from the white, racist, conservative, mostly Southern Baptist South. Okay, a lot of white racist people who are homophobic. A lot of them come from the Southern Baptist churches and many of the conservative Baptists, and they are Catholic. They've been influenced by that culture in their own parish, being surrounded. You understand? Okay, so a lot of them, if you notice, in white racist channels like Str8, sites, or either Colin Falter or Fox News, a lot of the white straight male and hyper-masculine in their culture will say the same thing as these dumb-ass brute brothers who are straight say. Have you noticed that? Every time I get into a conversation, I never get a white person who's Italian and Irish, who came all the way from the South and ride the bus with me and bitch him on about there's no such thing as white supremacy and no such thing about white privilege. And I said, excuse me, you never did. Well, back where I'm from, because it's liberal here in the South. It's a good place to get. Let me know, a lot of these northern people who with their mentality come flock down south like a bunch of black birds coming to the South, okay, during winter, okay? They will tell you the same thing. It's hard for a straight white male to be in this society. You got these women here running a feminist and all this, and Black Lives Matter and all that. Go to a brother who's mad with their article, because I'm not mad with their article. I saw it's these old black women and they feminists, and it's hard for a straight masculine black male to do. Because back in the day, they used to get away with the bullshit. Okay? Back in the 90s, these two components. Because actually, let me let you know, these brothers who are saying the same thing, this they white brothers. Okay? Who just think just like them. maintain their ideology in the communities, okay? They no different from each other. And genetically no different because black men in this country are partially white. Dark or light, because we have white DNA in us, okay? They're no different. The straight, black identified, massive hybrid male sounds just like the white supremacist white male who's hybrid in there. They're no different from each other. Have y'all noticed that? The same damn motherfucking argument, okay? It's hard because during integration, after segregation ended, me and y'all was best buddies. Have you noticed that the black identified people who are racist, who believe in segregation, always befriend the white supremacists? No. I'm for real. They'll come behind closed doors. Oh, they'll honky this and that. And the white, oh, that nigger this and that. But when they come together, oh, they the best friends. Y'all, as a black, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Native American brother who is a straight male, who like women, who not masculine, okay? Don't need to be masculine because I have a dick, okay? And I wear men's clothes. Who want to get married to a woman, who get questioned about my sexuality by these men, like they, I guess I'm the secret fancy, they on the download, whatever. But because it downloads in white community too. Come on, call like it is. It's in all communities. A lot of these men have insecure issues. They don't want to have self-hatred, because why they keep thinking that because they are a black identified male, because they ain't pure black, all white male, they gotta live this old stupid ritual belief system. Why are they preaching that if we live in a free society and Martin King fought for us, all of us have freedom, we equals and one and all this other? Why they still creating this type of lifestyle? Why they keep us seeing, wait, this is hard for a straight black identified male or straight white male? Have y'all noticed that these two components are the one bitching and acting like a bunch of crybaby babies? They always talk about us liberals are crybaby babies, but they the one biggest crybabies because they don't get their fucking way when they want to hurt somebody, because they met their match. Have you noticed that? So when they bashing this article, let me let you know, I never forget that I go ahead and admit it. I don't subscribe to this channel and I have bashed her. You know, the NegroPN.com or whatever person, brother, camera like me, dude, you don't. You say Negro pen, right? Okay, you are a Negro pen, genetically, because motherfucker, you not even black as this motherfucking thing. So motherfucker, sit your camera ass down with that NegroPen.com bullshit. Get black as this, please, and then talk about bashing Negro pen. You ain't black as this motherfucker thing. And I'm glad I don't think that color. I'm glad I got this camera coming. Do the white DNA, you Negro pen too, if you want to use that situation, okay? Because the white and Native American DNA, you ain't all pure Negro, okay? And don't give no tribes come in different shades, because there was no colorism on the ships, okay? They came in to mix it. So, truth is, I was looking at the comments on this Negro pen thing, okay? Talking about escaping blackness and all that. No, you're talking about escaping racism. We have a right to escape racism. Josephine Baker escaped racism. Hold on, let's call it like this. Fred Duggar did. Josephine Baker did. Who else? John Horse, Black Seminoles, cross Rio Grande, and many slaves cross Rio Grande. That's before DACA. Went to Mexico. They escaped racism. So if you like your oppression, you are no different than Fitler, you dumb ass. So you're the one that's defending white supremacy and all this other shit. So a comment, a white person, white race, you know what? I'm your friend because I think you telling your people staying there. Yeah. In translation, you're doing exactly what I want you to do, because I want your black people, who they're not pure black, but you know what I mean, to stay in their place, have lack of rights, not fight for rights because they're not human to have rights. Okay? That's why that white man came on your channel and defended what you said on your channel. So you are living the dream of a white supremacist. Me putting blonde hair or straight my hair when I got that DNA in my family tree, I don't have it in my appearance, but I don't have no dog chocolate or that black, that clothes that I just put on my face, complexion, I have it in my doggone DNA. I can have a child with someone who has straight hair, and they might come from also an ancestor who's related to me with straight hair. I used to have a great grandfather, my grandmother, who gave me hell on my dad's side, who had dark chocolate with naturally straight hair, by the way, because he was black and American and not English, okay? So with so Choctaw, the first mixture that came out of his side of the family tree. His grandfather was Choctaw, and his grandmother was like a white woman, part black, and part English on his dad's side. But truth of the matter is, you sit here talking about that, Negro pen. See, when anyone from Houston, Dan Patrick and Corner X used to be on Fox News. Fox 26 News here in Houston, okay? They always debate, Dan Patrick died. And I ain't shed a tear. Dan Patrick, I'm glad I stopped listening to Second Baptist Church back in the day. I'm glad because he used to belong to that church and I see that mentality. Yes. And I didn't belong to that church. I went to, I'm an ex-Baptist, but I didn't belong to the Southern Baptist Convention, okay? But the black churches in the South that are Baptists come from the Southern Baptist Convention. Know your history, okay? That's why you have a slave mentality in the church. No, of course, they like Martin King. Martin King was a moderate Baptist, was a liberal, wasn't conservative. Even Pat Robertson and Jerry Ford hated Martin King, okay? Okay, and it was also slave-minded folks in his own congregation were going against him. They don't tell you that story. They wanted segregation. They want to stay in their place and lick massa ass. I call it like it is, okay? So, we want to be free like Massa and not lick his ass and tell Massa off when he try to run us and do whatever, okay? And then tell other coons who defend him, okay? They don't like us, somebody like me. The truth of the matter is, Dan Patrick died and had his funeral at Second Baptist Church. And you see this old black supremacist, Cornel X, who was part of the new Black Panthers, who was also Nation Islam, crying like a bitch. Oh, he was my friend. Now, this is a white supremacist who come on the damn show, who you argue with, who defend white supremacy on your show. We were good friends with each other. Now, I didn't cry. Hello. I'm a coon. I'm a sellout, right? Because I identify as mixed. I don't claim the one-drop rule. I fight for equality, just to be free like the white person in society. I'm for my brothers for this. I'm this and that. I'm the coon. I'm a self-hater. But someone who want to keep me on the low, you're crying about their death. This dude was crying, oh, he's my friend. And the white people who talk trash about Corner X, defending the people in the community when they going through some bullshit here, was on his side. And I said, y'all, I told my people, there's a lot of white people on his side. June 25th, 1922, Ku Klux Klan had a meeting with Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey thanked them for segregation. Marcus Garvey wanted to get the NAACP and Walter White and especially W. Du Bois killed, because he didn't believe in us with one drop of black blood having freedom. We supposed to stay in our place. The Back to African movement, which none of them folks went to Africa doing that movement, and not either Marcus Garvey, who he read them off, and I'm glad he did, to teach them a damn ass a lesson. When someone trying to go against your freedom, you don't listen to that shit. That's a devil in sheep's clothing. And a lot of you attack me because I believe in freedom. I believe in doing things my way. I don't believe in having someone tell me what to do. That's what freedom is, okay? And the man was, to bring my brother up, black supremacists are friends with the Ku Klux Klan. The straight black identified male who bitch and moans and throw this are 9 or 10 are black supremacists, and they're friends with white supremacists. That's how they telling you how to live your life for white supremacists. White supremacists tell them what their place is, and these brothers maintain that shit in the damn community along with their bitch wench sisters who birthed these kids. Okay? They are hand in hand in cahoots together. Okay? Keyword. Don't you know that H.L. Hunt, who was a billionaire or white billionaire in Dallas who have competing in conspiracy had something to do with JFK murder. Excuse me. Okay, he was friends with Ku Klux Klan. A lot of white business in Texas look up to H.L. Hunt. He funded the Nation of Islam. Okay, and Malcolm X said in the interview, those who are against Nation of Islam, who are Malcolm X fans, because I'm on his side when he left the Nation of Islam, said that the Ku Klux Klan and Nation of Islam was in pact with each other. I'm sorry to make a 2-hour video on Sunday morning, and I'm cursing on Sunday morning, but the truth will set you free. The real reason why a lot of brothers upset at this article, and I'm not 100% upset with this article, I just wish you would clarify who you're talking about. Because one thing about me, I'm very detailed, because I want my artists to know who I'm talking about, so it won't sting me. I'm talking about a whole community of brothers who are straight and of African descent. I'm talking about these particular brothers who fit the stereotype. You don't always have to be the ones who are in the street corner selling the white racist man's dope, okay? Because the Klan has a lot to do with the drug. Remember, Bush and Reagan was why they had crack cocaine up in here, and that's why Ricky Ross, not Rick Ross, was involved in that. Okay, that's why that Newton was either Huey Newton. You know, he was a good leader in the Black Panthers movement. He was rumored I had to do more research because he died after. And it's funny. No, it's not. I'm not talking about his death. I'm not talking about his death. It's funny. It's weird because right after I left San Francisco and Oakland, back in '89 when I turned 10 years old, before the earthquake happened, when they had the Oakland A's baseball game. Don't forget that San Francisco, they were playing against each other. They had an earthquake that day in '89. I was in 4th grade at the time. I turned 10 in that August. We was in San Francisco and Oakland and Sacramento, Palo, because we have relatives there. Huey Newton was killed by the black guerrilla families, gang members. The one who could have problems with Mexican mafia. Okay, that's okay. I don't like neither two. I don't want none of them coming to me. Okay, now if I was in jail, I would not be on. It would be the only blood in, blood out, it would be me. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, and I run my own gang. I probably have to make a mixed prison gang. Okay, a mixed prison gang. We'll call ourselves the multiracial mafia. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. If I was a game racer, I would have my own. I'll be the kingpin. I'll be the John Gotti of the multiracial mafia. For real. You know what I'm saying? We would have our own of all colors of us, of all different shades of mission. Anybody can come in our gang, and that means that it'll be a new world order. Okay, I'm not lying. I have thought about when I was younger. I say if I had a gang, I would have a mixed race gang. I will be the head kingpin. Yes, I know one thing I will not be wants to be selling dope in the street corner acting a fool. It'll be a protection game. You act a fool and law enforcement come in, I will send out hits. Because remember, I'm a king of my own castle. I'm a Leo. That's my sign. I will send hits to come get you, and I make sure the people you think they're your friends ain't your friends of all different colors. It will be a new world order against your motherfucking ass. You think your homie, your canal, or your brother, or your friend, trust me, that your friend, dark, light, whatever, black, Latino, white, whatever, is your friend. If they're connected with my organization 910, they're not gonna be your friend after you do something with me or somebody who of me, okay? Yeah, for real. I said if they ever do a movie on Blood In, Blood Out, trust me, do a movie with a multiracial gang and let me be the head kingpin, and I will act tough in that movie. And I remember as an actor, I can talk like this and say, get that man over there, get that motherfucker, that black, that Mexican, that white, I don't give a damn, get him. We don't care what color they are. Just go after anybody, go after us. That's me, okay? Trust me. That gangster will come out of me. Trust me if I ever did. And trust me if it was reality. No, for real. When I wanted to do the gangster lean, remember, I couldn't be in brothers in no Latino gang, because the brothers and Latinos who picked on me and the white dudes who was friends with 1 or 2 gangs, they were against me. I was picked on by these gangsters. So that's why I wanted to go South. West Side was mostly integrated gangs. Then in back in the 90s, you had your black, your brown, white, whatever, Asian, whatever, and it was mixed. So if I had a gang, it is based on ethnicity. First off, it wouldn't be based on ethnicity. It would be based on the person, how they can work to do, okay? But based on color, it'll be a mixed race gang, a multiracial gang, and I've been a member of it. I'll actually be the leader of it. I'm going to be a member of it. I will orchestrate organized crime. Okay, if I was a gangster, I would tell you, get that motherfucker in there, get that dude over there, get in there, and the friends. Oh yeah, don't. I trust me. I will include women. Don't think them hood rats and putas and hood rats and colors and trailer trash of all different colors are your friends. Once it's let me not tell my secrets, because I would. No, I'll set you up in that situation. Tell y'all, lucky I don't have a kingpin situation, because I will 19 have a multiracial mafia. That means anybody in the color cannot be your friend, because I make sure they will not be your friend. Trust me. You don't think your friend is in your brother. Once you stab somebody else, they'll stab you, okay? And it'll be your black friend, your white friend, your Spanish friend, your Asian, whatever. Trust me, because us mixed race people come in all different colors. So ain't nobody want us to announce our mixed race roots. Keyword. Anyway, for this. But actually, one of the Black River family is the one that, according to records, I don't know if that's true or not, killed Huey Newton, okay, who was part of Black Panthers, okay? And it's weird because when I went to California for the first time, Northern California, and me and my grandmother and my grandmother's sister, my auntie, who told me to learn Spanish in when I go to high school. She died in '93 before before '94 during Christmas and New Year's year. I don't forget, when I was in the 8th grade, and she the one that told me before she died to take Spanish class. Okay, we went to California together. Me and my grandmother, and on my dad's side, her sister, and myself. And we had family members on my grandma's husband, my grandfather. On his side, two of his brothers lived in Northern California. His sister lived in Southern California. We can go to L.A. Okay, we can go to L.A. I wanted to go to L.A., but they didn't drive over down to L.A. And then he lived in Texas, and his other sister lived in Texas. All of them passed away recently. Yeah, and his other brother lived in our neighborhood. Okay, and and also my grandmother's friends. They went to school here in Houston when they moved down to California, okay? And so we was in California, and I came back the 22nd of August, because I turned 18 that Saturday, okay? And I turned 10, okay, that year. Okay, it's funny because, no, my birthday was, it was on a Friday, right? Because we had the party on a Saturday. Okay, well, back in '89, what was my birthday was on a Saturday or the Thursday? Well, okay, anyway, no, because the 22nd was on Tuesday, right? She came back from, that's when I went to El Paso for the first time. Before I went to Paso for Job Corps. We stopped in El Paso, yeah, and then we went back to Houston, okay. 22nd, okay, 20 was that Sunday. Show us, because we had a party on a Sunday. We had a party, we had it was a pool party at my great uncle's house in Sacramento. Okay, 22nd was Tuesday, 21st was Monday. Okay, so it was that Friday or Thursday. Okay, so when I came back, that's before the earthquake. That's when Huey Newton had died. Okay, I remember that. And the reason I brought this up is because Huey Newton, rumor had that he was in in drugs. Okay, I don't know if it's true or not. Okay, but the reason I brought this up because this is before all that, when crack cocaine happened, that's when Bush. Remember, the war on drugs was about getting brothers locked up and sisters too, okay, and also white liberals, okay, during the hippie movement, okay, with Richard Nixon, who allowed abortion to be legalized, who was a Republican, by the way, let's get that known, who's also friends with Fox News owner, okay, the one that died recently, the one that really was drinking and laughing about his death, okay, and when that happened. Remember, the CIA, Bush was in charge of the CIA during Reagan time, okay? And they bought drugs, okay? It was people like Ricky Ross and those from to bring the gang, remember the Black River and all other, and also Latin gangs too. They was in charge, and they didn't realize that the white racist people who was bringing the dope to their African American descendant community and Hispanic community was setting them up. And this is when the time when the working class man in the hood or the barrio was no longer seen as masculine. The masculine men were the drug dealers. And actually, the funny part is the stuff y'all say is gay. The drug dealers wore the fur coats. The drug dealers wore the perms. Sometimes they didn't. The drug dealers wore the nice clothes and they wore sandals with all sorts. Okay, they wore all that. That's what I'm saying. I don't say how y'all call that because they wore all that back in the day. I remember seeing folks, and I never, saying. So I don't know how the hell y'all consider that gay day. Okay, they wore earrings. They had the tricks of all colors. They had black women, white women, Hispanic women, Asian women. So, and if you didn't have a father figure, you thought that that's what your life supposed to be. Especially if your mama was dating. You know what I'm saying? So I see why these buzz thought that thugs was the good. And then, I mean, the thugs today who look like jigaboos, the thugs in the 80s, if you had money, you show. That's why they were flashy. But they got Manny Pitt. They sure did. They had their hair laid and they were pimps. They looked, so I don't know how I call that gay because they had more pussy than the men who was calling that gay. They sure did. They had all type of pussy. They had black women, white women, Hispanic women, Asian, mixed, dark, light. I'm like, I don't know how the hell. Okay. So, shoes. Damn, I need to go and audition to play one of them down roles. I sure. They had on women. So they were flashy. They had they had the nice jerry curls. They had nice clothes. They ain't look ratchet. You know what I'm saying? The pimps and the thugs and the drug dealers did not look ratchet like the ones that look today. Okay. So they had nice clothes, and they had pages. And before anybody had a pager, they don't want to have. They had the cell phone. You had to be white and live in suburban, living wealthy to have that shit. They had all that good shit. Okay, so I don't know how y'all call that gay now. I don't know. Okay, point is, so they had actually the drug dealers who making all the dough. They looked at like models, not to sound gay, better looking than Jeremy Meeks, okay? Who became Jeremy Meeks, who was the model. They looked 10 times way better than that dude. They had a way with light, dark, whatever. And they got all the nice, bad-looking bitches in the hood, in the bar, in the suburb. They had all type of bitches of all common called it women bitches. But, they have, I don't know how they, I remember I'm 38. I remember this shit. They were flashing like, damn, I don't want to sell dope, but they got all these fine women. That's what they call them, hoes. And remember, hoes back in them days looked like fine hoes. They didn't look like Felicia from Friday. They didn't look all ratchet looking. They looked like the centerfolds of the Playboy magazine and the Penthouse and the and all that other stuff. They didn't look all ratchet. Back in the day, the prostitute looked like them damn models, okay? All them damn, centerfolds. They ain't look like no damn ratchet ass trash and ghetto trash and bio. I don't know what happened. Y'all some this when they say Thursday, they mean Thursday because I'm gonna say that I like Vandy. See, Vandy was on coke. She like she was on coke. Okay. I love me some Vandy. Damn well. Woo. I'll say if I had to lust, I'm gonna cuss on Sunday morning. If I had to lust and get down a woman like Van Dam shoes. Woo, don't let them cut these braids off, be Delilah. You know what I'm saying? So God dog it. Shoot, hell yeah, damn. I'm saying those on fine women, okay? Those on fine thoughts, okay? Something like Vandy. These thoughts, they look any kind of way. No matter what color it are. Shoot, I saw talking about the prostitute, the white woman, hair all matted up, and she trying to prostitute, look all ratchet. And I saw a sister being looking all ratchet. I'm like, damn, y'all don't, okay, if you gonna advertise, look the part, shoots, okay? Let looks be deceived, okay? So I'm gonna call it like it is. The women back in the day they were whorish. They looked at like it, okay? They had fine. They looked at what we attract. We saw when we go and jack off on a porno magazine, or okay? They looked at but now these days these women. No, I'm serious. So I call it like it is. And Vandy, I don't know, she changed her life around, and thank God she did, but dang, she looked good. You know what I'm saying? When we said nasty girl, I said, that's a nasty girl? You know what I'm saying? What? Woo! It's like Prince, y'all can't say that man didn't love women. Yes, he did love women. He had some fine women, and Now I see that picture that Drake put on his Instagram. You know, had them two women, them two. Now that's what you. I'm sorry. Okay, it will. You said one night in Bangkok makes old man humble. Okay, exactly. And I'm sorry. The women look good back in the day, in the 80s and 90s. I don't know what happened these days, but if you wanted to fucking have sex, the women, you know, they knew exactly what to do, how to look. They had their hair done and makeup on. You know what I'm saying? But now these days, these thoughts, they looking all ratchet and hell. They can't, no, they don't turn me on. You had to look the part to turn me on. Because I remember, that's why you look at porno. You don't buy no ratchet. And then made up porno, yeah. But today, the pornos, you had to look the part. You had to fit the part. You had to look presentable with it, okay? Whether it be white porn or ethnic porn, okay? You could not look ratchet and nasty and trailer trash and ghetto or whatever, okay? If you came from there, you make sure you didn't look, okay? So I don't see how y'all can call that, you know, and it was straight men. I mean, they might did things on down low, whatever, but they kept a hush hush. But they knew as soon as they get out of jail, they about to fuck some bitches. And they talking about fine. They wasn't talking about the only time you was ratchet when you was on that damn coke and you wasn't thinking straight, or you was some type of weed, it was laced, and you ended up with some nasty ass woman, and she woke up in the morning and said, I got raped. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they'll make a man scream rape. If he wake up in the morning, he got high and drunk, it's worse than the Bill Cosby scandal. And I'm making fun of women who worse because, yeah, a woman who looked ugly, no matter what color she was, and the man didn't want her, all she had to do was put something in his drink, and I know, dudes know I'm not lying. Put something in his drink, get high, you know, get fucked up, and then y'all doing it, and you thinking it's a fine, beautiful woman you just saw on the centerfold that you saw last night before last, while you was jacking off. Next thing you come up, you like, what the heck? Like Home Alone, what the fuck? Who this woman here? What the hell? Like, what the damn? This woman here? How we know each other? Who you? You know, I did what? Do I have a condom? What? Yeah, and they'll make a man scream rape, okay? I know y'all women laughing, watching this shit. They'll make a man scream rape. Get an ugly looking woman, do all that shit, and he think he fall in love with some fine woman, wake up in the morning, and she ain't what he thought it was, okay? I tell you like it is. So, point is, yeah, and I bet you it'd be a bunch of rape cases, and the men say, yeah, this bitch here raped me. I ain't know who she was. She ugly as fuck, and she messed up, and we got high off, so I go ahead and arrest me for, but it gonna show the burden proof I asked for this woman exact. I tell you like it is. But back in the day, I mean, that's the old school. That's the old school I go with, the 80s and 90s. I ain't talking about this 1950s and 60s bullshit, okay? Unless it's 60s liberation when the hippies and fighting for civil rights. That's the type of old school I go in the 70s when I was born in 79, okay? That's the old school I, not the old 1950s and 40s bullshit, okay? So, the truth of the matter is, that's what it is. So, not to make it hour video, y'all, because y'all watch Thomas and y'all watch all his 2 hour, 3 hour videos too, okay? The truth of the matter is, a lot of this shit, okay, back in the day, the dudes who were hyper masculine did this shit of both communities, okay? Black identified American community and white community. And even today in the Latino community, I'll never forget, I was watching Damien Chopper. Speaking of Blood In, Blood Out, I was watching his interview. I was sharing it because, you know, he's mixed race. His father, Mexican, and also a Cherokee. I think they're American because his grandma was adopted by a Mexican family and spoke Spanish. And of course, the Mexicans are, and then not just native in Spanish, also a mix of black too, Afro-Mexican. But then, you know, he was talking about his white mama and how he was called way back, and, you know, he like white men and stuff like that, okay? He the one that played, and no, I'm not calling him, so that's what he was saying. He was making fun of his Mexican background because he was mixed with like white man, okay? And Damien Chopper, which is, he said he known for playing Miklo, he said he was talking about how politically correct is and machismo in the Latin culture, and he said that it's part of culture, and he doesn't like the fact that, but no, it's not saying the machismo, and I'm part Hispanic down the Spanish Creole roots since I have DNA related to yours. Even though my Spaniards came to Louisiana and your Spaniards came to Mexico and mixed with the natives and brought slaves there, okay? Mine mixed with the native and black, and you know, the native part came on the other side of the family tree, but we know I did a Creole Louisiana besides the French, okay? The truth of the matter is that it's the sexist, the reverse sexism in the machismo or hypermasculinity in all communities. You can be dominant and talk with a deep voice. Ain't nobody is telling you not to do that. But to you to go to another man who doesn't act your expectations, that's when we're talking about, and you use them based on gender and later on race and culture. Did I get my point? And if dudes who are straight and masculine can learn to be a man, to mind their business and stop trying to go to another man's life and make it hell for them, which I don't understand. If you like women, you should be worried about your woman, okay? Not about another man that doesn't belong to you. Because the only men that worry about what another man does, you know, like y'all got mad about young John wearing a dress. As long as the dress is not on my ass, I'm not fucking worried about it. I only care about my life. I got to the point that you don't even worry about you because you only came alone. Even your twin, you're not assigned me a twin. You have your own body to worry about, own life to worry about. Let's call it like it is, okay? So the truth of the matter is, a lot of them have insecure issues. They base their idea on being a man, what they want from other people, and what they want. Because none of the reason why men don't like me, okay? And it's not just brothers; it's also other men of other communities. Because I'm that liberated man that does whatever I want to do. I don't let my dick. Yes, I control my dick. It's not my dick controlling me. You know what I'm saying? I define as a man, I define how I want to live my life, not others define it. I don't wake up in the morning like Thomas Samuel asking how to be a man. Okay? I do what I want to do. Okay? I make my own decisions in life. That's what a man is supposed to do. Okay? If a man chose to wear whatever, I got to a point not caring about that. Yeah, I might make judgments or whatever. At the end of the day, I go buy my big. Even the men who sagging their nasty ass pants and I don't see no drawers. I don't go up and make, I only make one video about that, and I didn't make a viral video with me every day talking about this, okay? It's just that the fact that it matter is that if people let people do them, then it'll be alright. But y'all worrying about controlling another brother, telling him what to do, and the same thing is it doesn't go. It's not only even what's in it with Damien Chopper, who's part Mexican, part Hispanic, and American white, who's talking about his role playing Meatloaf in his interview. Go watch it. I was watching it yesterday after I came back from working and sent me home because I got hurt from my back on the field. I want to make sure again you probably saw me on there. I want who I was, okay? But the truth of the matter is, I want to tell our business, but just being real in my biography of my life, okay? It's my life as well. I can tell some part of my life, okay? Truth of the matter is that if people would let people do them and be a man to mind your business, this article would never came in play. But brothers in our community think that due to having one driver black in them, it is a license and a privilege to disrespect another brother and mistreat another brother and act like animals about what another brother does. That's why we don't come together as a people. Because I'm not having to on a white man or a Hispanic man or a woman, Hispanic, black, whatever, Asian, white, whatever, even my own parents. I'm not letting your dumb ass run me either. And that's why they made that article. Okay? If you don't want brothers who are hyper-masculine straight, or straight men, period, who are brothers, if you don't want articles like this, just learn how to be a man up to do things your way, not someone else's way. Stop trying to tell other people to live up to your expectations. Live your own expectation and fool people who do live your expectation, not fool those who don't. Stop being a bully. Stop posting your expectations on them. That's why they say you're like the white racist man in the community, because you learn your behavior from your white pappy. You know, and it's in your DNA, okay? You learn from Africa. They shoot every African out of us. Because that's the case, you'll learn how to be a man. You'll learn how to not bitch and moan about what another man's doing and worry about taking care of your kids, taking care of your bills, being the head of the house. So it's funny that I am a man and I'm in public housing and I'm the head of the household here. There's no other woman here. I'm the only one in this house where I'm able to cuss, act a fool in my damn house. At least it's therapeutic because I don't hold all the things I feel in my heart in, okay? I pay bills in this house, okay? The lease is under my name. No woman, because half of the men that live in these places, the woman controls it, okay? Or they are shacking up with some woman that's not on lease, okay? Which is against their lease violation in a couple of months. They shacking with some hood rat. No, I'm not saying all women are hood rats. I want to say that. I want to make it stereotype. I'm talking about the ones that cause problems here. Let's be real. Those who don't cause problems here, they're the ones that the woman control the house. So I want to say that. Okay, I don't want to say that, but the ones who get to my nerves are like, that's coming to my head, okay? Me and the men do not run the house here. Okay, the women do. You let your guard down when you allow Win Lynch bitches run your ass. Win Lynch bitches in our community don't like me, and they don't, and I don't give a flying flub about who brought me in the fucking world. If I say I didn't mind being aboard with Planned Parenthood, a eugenics situation, then what that tells you, I'd rather be dead than let a person give me a fucking bullshit. I will hurt you worse than 10 times a white person would. And I got white DNA. Point is somewhere, so don't do it to me, okay? You do too, but you don't knowledge. I knowledge all my roots. Unlike me, you know who you know. You know if you know who you really are, you know where you're going, okay? I don't let people talk to me like that. I let it be known that I will hurt their asses with words. If they talk to me like that, that's why they resent me, because the other brothers who bow down to them, they're not men. Actually, if they want me biblically, the man runs the house, not the woman, okay? Y'all failed that course. You're worrying about how to use your dick, how to read melanin is if you like a dog. What high strength, and you understand those ideas came from Win Lynch syndrome, because Win Lynch said they want the strongest men. That's why they want you to look presentable. They want you to look less presentable. Don't take it bad, because you work in the field, you have to be nasty and musty and look like trash. Why they look petite. This is the reason why y'all think it's masculine and feminine when it's not. It was a deal to make them outshine you in their appearance. Okay, that's why you got sisters who swirling. Okay, they looking at a man who does all the masculine roles, and then I'm not saying all the white men looks better, but look at the women, the sisters who go after these white men. Okay, there are those who go like trash, like the one who got braided at the Trump situation. Okay, that white man looks like trash. How that mulatto sister and the Mexican woman he going with, who's defending, she's gonna make a bill about her calling her the B word, like he said, this is about F Black Lives Matter, and you go back to Africa, but he told them a lot that part black Portuguese woman, you know what I'm talking about, the one who made videos that got went viral, okay? But other white men, look at how they present. All the stuff you say is feminine, they're doing. Why is it feminine but they masculine and it's not considered feminine with them? Okay, look how they dress. Look how they're presentable. And women, not, of course dudes, but women of all colors flock to them. Yeah, you can brag about your dick, okay, but a woman's not worrying about your dick. She's also worrying about who's gonna protect her, and they also want to sleep with somebody with that dick who is presentable. Most women, since I know, will say that temporarily they don't want that man in the mirror, but they don't want that man looking ugly, looking ratchet either. Yeah, I be in the mirror like, tell the woman, excuse me, I'm in the mirror, I ain't just looking good for myself, which I am doing it for myself. I'm also looking good for you. When I lay down and have sex with you, I don't want any hygiene problems. Just like I don't want no hygiene problems with your ass. Your pussy better not stink. Your ass should be stinking. I want someone to smell good, and I smell good while we in the bed making love. Okay? And also, looks like we go to a job, you gotta look presentable. Not to get any time behind somebody looking ratchet on a job. So I'm all about looking good. It's not because beauty would be on a men's standpoint. No, so I'm getting when I said women attract that. Okay, besides they were looking for it. So when it's go at these white men, I'm not saying all the white men they go to this, but the ones that look the stereotypical look, they want someone who look like a Brad Pitt, who is a heartthrob, who like Ryan Seacrest, who, you know what I'm saying, with money, and also still act masculine and dress how they want to dress. Y'all sitting here looking at Jim Crow stereotypes and jigaboo and coonery and buffoonery and looking at thuggery, which is a modern version of it, okay, and looking at minstrel show behavior and calling it masculine. And then talking about that if a brother wears it, it's gay. Because you're intimidated with a brother who don't live your bullshit. And the only women you're attracting are a bunch of hood rat ass bitches of all different shades, hair colors, or whatever, even those who are outside of the African American community who are trash. You're not attracting and if you are attracting a woman, she's trying to be like Laura London from the movie ATL. Okay? Because women who upscale, even sisters who upscale, because there are sisters, you know what I'm saying? Women who upscale, sisters, white, whatever, don't want a man that looks like a bum. Looking like a bum does not make you a man. Okay? That's why I'm for myself being a model. Because I think that brothers of different shades should be represented in the same level as white men. Okay? We should be in the same level that Martin King was fighting for. You're fighting to go back with fitness mentality. You are the coon. And when I present, like I low shit myself and I be ashy. And I don't do all that. Yeah, the bitches and hood rats, the hoes you attract are hood rat bitches who have single parent issues, who have low education, and they dumb down themselves. That's the ones you're attracting, okay? That I don't want to fuck with. Who are not loyal, as Chris Brown said, okay? Okay, I don't want that as my kid's mama. What the hell? Okay? So, that's the whole reason why. And y'all think you're competing. I laugh. I don't compete with trash. Yo, white race men who act like you, but they trash too. But I'll shine them too. It's funny when I'm taking care of myself, they looking at me too, like, what? Yeah, and they feel competition. Okay, cool. I'm like Holly Berry, which said that I had to outshine them. Y'all like to be downgrade and look like trash, and even African brothers, the ones you said that stink on put deodorant on, they'll do it for a time when they get their life together. They put deodorant on and take a bath, and they wear the same damn clothes as white dudes wearing in GQ, and you call it gay. And they actually run their communities. And you go to African community, the men run the community, ain't the women. That's why these sisters go after Nigerian men and try to marry them. Sometimes they don't be marrying for the money. They marry them because they want a man to take care of them. But y'all look like Jigaboo, Piganini, Sambo. They acting like brutes and wild monkeys in the jungle, in the hood. And call it masculinity when it's not masculine at all. It's foolishness. And talking about you sound gay. Okay, brother, if I sound gay to you, why the fuck you on my channel? Listen, because I ain't checking for your damn ass. I ain't asking to take your ass out. I'm not asking to sleep with your damn ass. I'm not trying to suck your dick or have you suck mine. Or fuck each other in the ass. I'm not asking them damn man questions. So if I sound this and that, why the fuck you checking my ass out? Okay, because soon when I see those type of men, I don't, be honest with you, if we're in a proud room, people know me, I mostly hang with females. A bunch of homophobic men, even white, Hispanic, whatever, I don't fuck with, okay? So I've dealt with them motherfuckers too, being integrated. But brothers who feel that we supposed to live a cookie, dumbass, stereotype image, more like this stereotype image, who have personal issues with me, and who feel that they have a license because they have one job, a black woman give them their license and privilege, they gonna try to come and harass me. It's funny that when I'm in the room with them, they looking down, up and down at me, I segregate myself from them. They still trying to pick at me. I segregate myself, and then when it's white, and then I acknowledge them. Oh, now I'm a sellout, but you know what's treating me? You was selling me out how you was treating me. And you get butthurt and want to bitch about not being unified with me. Because I'm bad by myself. I don't need your dumb ass to help my ass. Do you know what I'm saying? So, why, if you're straight and you think I'm gay, why the fuck you harassing me? Because I ain't harassing your damn ass. I ain't trying to be your friend. I don't want you to see you as a brother, as in a brotherhood situation. If you was in a situation, probably slam the door in your motherfucking face. I am that type of brother. And then you call me all type of Oreos and cool. I don't give a damn. But why that you don't understand, I don't want to emulate your behavior. Your behavior is bullshit. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's low class. It doesn't bring food to the motherfucking table. And you sit here, the reason why you let the sisters run the community because your weak-minded ass. In that Win-Lynch syndrome, it said in that letter to have them mentally weak but physically strong. You think by your dick, how you use it, degrees of melanin you have, because none of us are pure black, in your strength, how you act violent and act ratchet, is to make you a man when it doesn't make you a man. But at the same time, you don't want to use this motherfucker here. You ain't man up in here. And most of the men outside the community, whether it be white, Hispanic, black, or African, or Caribbean, and otherwise, have a better way of living because they don't think like you. You've been buck break so much to the point you think those other ways contribute to being a man when it doesn't. I'm more marriage material because if I had money, I would take care of my wife. I'm not going to go cheat on her with some man. Okay? Didn't I say I want to have 10 kids? Okay? I want to build something with that woman. I'm not trying to fuck a bitch and then fuck another bitch and be irresponsible. And women who try to tell me be like these men, I laugh because as soon as they make a baby out your ass, they're responsible for everything. Every time they get in the book, they everything says the child of God. You chose dirt, you get dirt. When I see your example is fucked up, I ain't listen to your dumb motherfucking ass. Okay? And I'm glad that if a female version of Thompson Young 19, I would actually like some of her videos. If it were a female, I'll be honest with you, when Nappy Hole 83 came in, okay, I did not like how she treated me. And I wasn't checking for her ass either. I wasn't checking for her. I don't know why she was trying to help her out. But half of the stuff she was saying, I agree with it. Because the same buzz she was describing harass people like me. Mistreat people like and tell me I'm supposed to emulate their dumb ass behavior. When I don't, they have no other things to do and start worrying about someone like me because I ain't worried about their dumb ass and I don't mind not unified with someone like that bullshit. Okay? When the other swirler on here, the female, I actually liked one of her videos. Okay? And yes, I did say because the brother sorry sold me out since I was a child. Them type of brothers mistreat my own dad, talk to me like shit. So I don't have respect for his ass. All these other brothers emulate them. And they don't bring no food. They don't take care of these women. They don't got no jobs. And they submissive on a job. It's funny that when I deal with white racism on a job, these motherfuckers try to shut my ass up and be docile. I'm the one ain't docile. I ain't scared of these motherfuckers. I'm scared, okay, but I'm also praying to my head, but I'm figuring a way how to stab them back when they're not looking. Y'all scared, docile, it gonna be that way. Act like fiddler. And I say, I'd rather be dead than to be that white. So I ain't sure more man, y'all don't use your hybrid master to fight the white supremacists. Doing that right, you had them jump up down saying, fuck the police, and having Earth guy talking about white pussy and Kardashian. When them motherfuckers beating up DeAndre Harris. And then DeAndre Harris, y'all want to talk about he should with Tifa. They got nothing to do with us. Shut the fuck up. You wouldn't be with him either because y'all wouldn't be worried about him. And y'all heard about him beating up many of them brothers singing fuck the police and acting like a bunch of brutes and acting all like a bunch of wild monkeys. While the white race would act like a bunch of wild albino monkeys. Y'all was acting like a bunch of brown dumb ass monkeys and shit. Y'all wasn't the only one that was fighting. That was trying to fight the motherfuckers, the white race in there. Pocho, who's Puerto Rican, think he pure Spanish when he not, was that brother you want clown. Because he had more balls to fight them motherfuckers. But your dumb ass didn't have the balls to fight them. As soon as you fight another brother, but you want to go fight them. Yes, sir, that's your problem. But you have a masculine man. And that's why they say you just like your white supremacist counterparts.